Exactly.
Touch with rust and clutch, spun out of the dust and careened into the temples of automated destruct. Nanotech bugs in a plug and unplug. Vision for the fly shit hybrid. I run among the mud, skipper sworn through warnings and good warning Beirut. Little Billy blunderbuss looking for more recruits. City life is practice, casket truancy. That's the rule of you and me. Crash on mass lunacy. Friends used to laugh fast, grass little droop on me. Now they check the bags with a staff class and Uzis. Who deserves a rap without warning? The same got run a mortar with a sports scorch, New York forfeit. Run among the poppy fields, order some more clips. Store trips are rare, but the fare is forceless. Gloomy bought the city of Lego and shitty metal hole. Jitters to the floorboards, earn almost aborted. Flight of the accidental tourist morbid. The advertising god so oddly courtship. Godly corporate squad plot these tortures. Holiness is hard and it's costing God fortune. Guess he took a second job on a force to afford it. I don't want a part of these self-fulfilled prop. Man, it's too much for my stubbornness. I hate the people running shit. Sleeping ground oh below, wishing you peaceful sleep. Horror on the surface emerges less frequently. Metal bars of ancient roads dissolved from the scenery. What the fuck? I'll take a hostage and walk to the mosh pit, pristine untouched. MP703's unscuffed. Trust is a commodity crushed by Pol Pot. Your cookie cutter laws contain flaws in philosophy. Toppling down a flight of Escher box steps to life. Cause the man who raped my sister won't sleep right tonight. Suppose the pretty horses and four could love more. But I'm exhausted by the scope of this dark god and opiates. Breakfast for the dystopian, ruthless whole movement. Seasonal effects of the butchery's looking good. And our writer's block is a prison camp with free press repress. We can hypnotize the herd. Fly visions that attack like Alfred Hitchcock, raise a rabbit carrier pigeon. True, the only form of calm not tapped is trap strong in the cranium of future reveling with his whistling song. I know you're listening. Get down with this bitch, whistle along.
Obedience is not enough. Power is inflicting pain and humiliation, otherwise you cannot be sure. Power is tearing human minds apart and putting them together again in new shapes of your own choosing.
It's like the Bilderbergs came to dinner with filthy birds. They pussy all infected, I'm looking for milky words. They pull my third eye out, then they let it dry out. Had to pour my belief in Christ to find out what I look like with no skin. The movement faded while the back of my paper is still illuminated. Even your though, flipped Egyptian euro. Got my website shut down by the bureau. Can't kick it with the dead until my life stops. But Bush got a Ouija to talk to Adam White's hot. I breed martyrs, turn fans to artists. Put a couple G's together before harvest. Like, I'll take all this. The hell I'm doing, dipping this whole fucking pound in embalming fluid. You think I rhyme to do it? If it's influence, try this. If you can't help but sleep, peel off the eyelids.
If you want a vision of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever.
It's the year 2010. You can say what you want, but I bet if you like this blunt, dummy, the feds will come running. Lock you up, lock you out. You ain't trying to listen. Cameras in your food, dude. Look, they trying to listen. Lock you up, lock you out. We got bugs in the house. We're being monitored. They know we got thugs in the house. So light your blunt, babe. They'll hit you with a switch, hit you with a beam, hit you in the brain, make you go totally insane. Wildin' out. Guns in the spot, flipping on your nigga. They take you out. Then the feds push guns on the roof. They take them out. Knock you out, cause you know too much. After that, you know your hoes get touched. Look. Then the meeting starts. You download your chick to a memory card, give her chips and send her to a city job.
Power is not a means, it is an end. In our world, there will only be triumph and self-abasement. Everything else.
something today. It's not just about me and my dream of doing nothing. It's about all of us together. We don't have a lot of time on this earth. We weren't meant to spend it this way. Human beings were not meant to sit in little cubicles staring at computer screens all day, filling out useless forms and listening to 8 different bosses drone on about mission statements. You've worked your ass off hoping for a promotion or something. Years and years and years gone. And you're gonna go in tomorrow, they're gonna throw you out on the street. You know why? So that stock will go up 1/4 of a point. Let's make that stock go down. And let's take enough money out of that place so that we never ever have to sit in a cubicle ever again.
Put down and pay. Pick up, I got put down and pay. Pick up, I got put down and pay. Pick up, I got. Pick up, I got put down and pay. Pick up, I got put down and pay. Pick up, I got put down and pay. Pick up, I got. Pick up, I got.
If you're a laborer, and I'm the one profiting from your labor, you aren't really human. Well, it goes right back to the slave dealers who used to take babies out of the hands of black mothers on the plantations. And the mothers would cry, and the slave owners would turn and say, with a perfectly straight face to the slave buyer who's buying the baby, oh, don't worry, they don't feel emotions the way we do.
Oppressor of the proletariat!
If a thief takes your money, you take it back. Does that make you feel safe?
Yeah, welcome to The Machine Lies, where we talk about the lies of the machine on the machine that lies. And we have a special for you guys today in terms of exposing the panel optics. It's mainly a reaction stream to some of the content on the internet. Okay, and also a message to those that are involved in that content in terms of the ethical, the total unethical nature of, the production there. I don't know how to actually search for my own channel here. Give me 1 second, folks. I thought if I type in youtube.com. I forgot the at. It's at Cyber Caliphate. Okay, give me 1 second. At Cyber Caliphate. Let me type this in real quick. Cyber Caliphate 0101. All right. And if you're watching this now, these are not our regular style of programs. Usually we do shows talking about different issues. Okay. Usually it's about religion or technology, and by technology, we mean world politics, right? But in a more critical sense, right? Looking at the objective factors of power within those relations, right? And here is our channel, Cyber Caliphate, right? We got some interesting stuff here on this channel. One of the most interesting videos we've made on this channel is made by MACHINEBOB 3. Let me show you guys this video, and let me actually drop the link for this channel. We got it up on the screen, I think. Thanks to Lizard Tree. Let me type here, new channel, because we're getting shadow banned hard, right? And people are not going to like that we made this video. Last time we made videos and stuff, somebody struck our video of Croco. Very strange. Who would do such a thing? But yeah, we made a video, produced a video with Croco talking about the death of Kaczynski before it happened. Incredible journalism there. He predicted the death of the Unabomber, right? Okay, so if you need creds to figure out if Davy Croco is a legitimate journalist, that video would be the only video you would need to make that assessment, right? No longer on the internet anymore, though, because of the censorship, right? But yeah, new channel, Cyber Caliphate, and let me go ahead and share the screen. Truther Cop told me that somebody went live. Who would that be, Truther?
Oh,
Somebody
of course
we
it
know
would be
go live?
Toiletable Earth News.
Oh, okay. Well, he went live yesterday too, so I was kind of thinking that I could sneak in here and do this one on the fly. But I guess
SOP.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we got Toiletable Earth live, coping and seething. Right. Oh man. Maybe we'll watch some of his stream after this is all over. You better take that down, boy. Because we'll be reacting.
You know he will.
yeah, we'll be reacting live to your bitch ass video. Because yeah, let's check this out. Truther Troll. Okay, shaking it up. Now, obviously, we had okay, so here's the channel here, Cyber Caliphate, right? Show you guys this channel, Cyber Caliphate. Check this out, man. We not done. Cyber Caliphate. Okay, and there's 20 videos, unique videos, by the way, not available here on this channel, right? And of those, you will see made by MACHINEBOB 3, right? And of course, opening up with the characteristic apocalyptic sounds. And we got here, a review of Cockboy Hotline, right? And Enslaved by Truth. We saw them preying on this young woman across the interwebs, right? And they were preying on schizos. It looked like they were farming online content by using schizos, quote unquote, to farm content online, right? Obviously, they're not worried about how the people who are involved in such a production, okay, how their lives turn out, right? They're putting them on blast. They're putting their private lives on blast, right? And, so they lured this girl, Samantha, into their Discord, okay? And they have her meet up with their equally fucked up, quote unquote, friend, okay, which is just a guy they know from the internet, right? Their friend, Bong Ripper, he's
I mean, do
just
they even know Bong Ripper's first name? We talk about Toilet
Yeah,
Blur's
exactly.
name. Is Bong Ripper? Do we know his name?
Yeah, we don't know Bong Ripper or Toilet Board. They don't even know these guys' first name, but these guys are their cuck buddies online. So we have cuck buddy online, Dr. Ew. All right, who you see in the picture. This is going to be his future, with the Black Rock container. I mean, you know, so essentially what we got here is people luring this young woman who's a quote unquote schizo, right, to their Discord, right, to meet up with their friend IRL so that they can farm content off this young woman, right? And the results are disastrous, folks, right? So here's a young woman, Samantha, right? And they choose to exploit this young woman to create content, right? And as we're exposing it, they start looking up videos of my wife. So they're doing a video, and so in the middle of the video, so there's some of the rendition. So we caused them to go live with our face, with this face. I caused them to go live, right? And that's part of the story here, right? So they're farming content with this young woman, right? They're getting all they want to know about her. They introduce her to their friend, Bung Rippler there. Right? And of course, he's chugging a brewski, right? And he's, about to go, considering meeting up with this girl because they live close, right? They find out where she lives, right? They ask her where she lives, which is a weird question for somebody you just met on the internet, right? On a live show, right? And they find out a little bit about her background, right? And they send this guy to her house. Sounds
It's especially weird when the people prying for this information don't want where they live known, don't want their first names known, don't know each other, and they're prying other people for information. Very odd behavior.
Then they meet up in IRL. So here's a live, right? So they actually meet up with IRL and start interacting with each other IRL. So here they are together IRL on a Drew and Toilet Bowl Earth stream, right? So they actually meet up IRL, right? So this is where we're at in the story so far, okay? And then I cut the panel off, and we had Paul Enslaved and Rant have an impromptu debate for like 15 minutes. So for people who are interested in Paul Enslaved and Rant having some sort of impromptu debate, that's also available there on that episode, right? So yeah, those are all things that are available there. Oh, whoops, that was covering my face. I thought you guys could see me this whole time. I was making all sorts of gestures and faces. Whoops. Oops. I produced my own show here. If only they wouldn't make the studio screen so tiny. I mean, it's like looking into a tiny window to see the entire show. But yeah. His highest views. Yeah, that's true. That's true. His highest view live stream was my show. That's actually very true. He got 1K views recently reviewing a debate of mine. Absolute loser, right? So yeah, there's that. So there's a little bit of the backstory for you guys. Now we're gonna watch Truth or Troll. Okay, Truth or Cop had a stint where he like trolled people.
I don't know if I was trolling. I have to watch myself. I'm scared, dude.
You're trolling yourself.
He got
I
crewed
might have
up.
been.
He became part of the crew. Oh yeah, some crazy sagas here unfolding. But yeah, let's check this out with Truth or Troll and check out some of the. So from now on, the show is going to be simply reactions, right, to their content, right? Because we have a lot to get through, right? Including Bong Ripper's confession. Okay, the peak of this is Bong Ripper confessing his sins to Toilet Bowl Birth, right? And hopefully Unseen will be here at that moment because there's some weird stuff going on in that moment. I mean, about how Bong Ripper says that he met up with this girl IRL because he's trying to bring her into the church or something.
am
So it gets,
allegedly.
yeah, it gets very loopy, folks. Yeah. So here's one inspired here. This 10-minute clip. Okay, now,
Oh God.
now obviously we got Grace Thorpe on Toilet Bowl Earth show. Now, why did they collude with the incest promoting channel, the Thorpes?
See,
Right,
people are
where
getting on me about drinking too much. I had to do this mission, and I had to drink to get through it. That's all there is to it.
this was yeah, he went in deep for this. Yeah, he's
I like
talking
your
to
face right there, Truth or Cobb.
yeah, he got picked on a lot. They made fun of his bandana. They said that they said that they called yeah, they made fun of his bandana. Right, and essentially, you know, you got Grace Thorpe up there who's a joke in and of herself. She's a lol cow. Right? She created herself as a lol cow, folks. For a grift. Okay, where she sexted her father, her own father, and this is being promoted on this guy's show. So tell me why, right? He's promoting, okay, sexting your dad, this lady who's famous for sexting her dad on his show, right? If I was to think hard, right, and think like, oh yeah, the virtue signaling that these guys do on a regular basis is totally fake, not real Christians at all. Yeah, this is worse than Andrew Wilson, right? Because they are morally shaming people while actually acting degenerate live on stage with degenerates, right? It's not enough to actually, you know, try to, you know, act as if you're not a degenerate and fight degenerates, right? Because you want to stamp out degeneracy and, oh yeah, you're a hypocrite for doing that. These guys actually do it with degenerates, morally shame people with other degenerate cowards on the internet, right? Who, by the way, are in Andrew Wilson's DMs. Grace Thorpe is in Andrew Wilson's DMs. They work together with Andrew Wilson. Okay, they get Jim Bob on their show. They get Grace Thorpe on their show. They get all these big name content creators on their show. Right? Okay, on the Cockboy Hotline Network, right? Okay, we don't get to collude with any of these, you know, morons. You mean, right? But these people are obviously clout sharks. Okay, they had Jay Dyer on their show. They had Jim Bob on their show. They got Grace Thorpe on their show. They have all these fake Christian groups online on their show. Very strange behavior. They don't even know each other's names. All right, check this out, folks. This is crazy video. But yeah, Grace
Oh,
Thorpe
Lord.
is in the video. You know, I totally forgot. It slipped my mind. I'm spurging right now because Grace Thorpe is in this. Like, so this is. Can you believe it? I don't even remember this video, but yeah, she's in the video live. You know, this is
Yeah, I'll
way
be uncovering the rest of the investigation into Grace Thorpe eventually. The reason I was there for that, you know, I was there for two reasons. Really deep investigation here.
Yeah. Yeah, but check this out.
There's some sort of a different entity that's dead, and we're paying homage to it through some sort of a fucking crucifix symbol on our chest. That's
Jesus
not
is
what
an-
I'm doing. God is with us now. God is with us now. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am doing this. I'm always doing this. But I'm always doing whatever I am. But I'm not like looking to that for food or shelter or clothing.
So we could tell why Bong Ripper is getting jealous because this is the deepest thing she's heard. She hasn't heard anything deep from Bong Ripper. Right? So she's all like mystified and stuff at what Truth or Cop's saying. And Bong Ripper's getting super pissed at this scene here. All right. So you can see Bong Ripper's in the background there. You can see he's seething. Right? At
He gets so mad at me. So he blew up at me a few times.
Yeah, he goes off. And this lady has not seen this dude for that many times, right? But yeah, you know, we watched a lot of their interactions on Made by MACHINEBOB 3. Right? But yeah, where's that again? Oh yeah, Cyber Caliphate channel. Yeah, I need to put a link to Made by MACHINEBOB 3 as well. You know, I'll do that after the show's over. But yeah, and then You know, we had quite a few views on that. You know, I'd say we got 1,000 collective views on that one video. You know why? Because Truth or Cop restreamed it, and then at my channel we had like 400 views. You know, and then we got this video on the alternative channel as well. You know, and then I think somebody else was restreaming it too. So we got quite a bit of views on the first part there. So I'm happy with the turnout there. I mean, but yeah, let's check this out.
And through those outlets, the spiritual outlets in our life, the psychological...
You're not looking to a crucifix for shelter? Dude,
No.
you're not making any fucking sense.
Fuck you, Grace. Samantha gets where I'm going, and I don't need your fucking shit coming in my...
Yeah, maybe the two of you are smoking enough weed and drinking enough booze that you both are on the same level.
Grace,
But I mean,
nobody's drinking more booze than you are.
No, Samantha doesn't get it, Truth or Cop.
This girl, she pretended to suck a beer bottle between her dad's legs. Literally. And she did this on camera.
Homie.
I forgot about that. I was thinking,
I mean,
was
it has
thinking
to
about
come
her
out.
getting
I mean, I'm
booed
sorry.
on stage.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Then they went famous. They sent eggplant emojis to their own father. Right? Crazy stories and stuff. And this is just a sample of the stories there. There's much worse stories.
Bottom barrel.
Yeah, the way the dad explains it to make the mom jealous and all this stuff, it's extremely sick. They create this incredible story, right? But yeah, total degeneracy.
Gross.
And she's the authority on the Bible, or whether Christ is with you and all that. See what is going on here, right? Totally weird. And by the way, they get up and they debate Christianity live. As Catholics, they take the Catholic position. I'm not even lying.
They're
Isn't this
Roman
true,
Catholics.
Yeah, isn't this true? They go and debate. Yeah, she debated Adam Green.
They seem to have gone through that phase for now. But it's like Andrew Wilson used to be like the head of like, oh, he used to really push that he was this Russian Orthodox promoter. Now he's kind of in the backstage that he doesn't say that so much. Jim Bob's not pushing that so much. In the same fashion, they kind of like disappeared into the background of influence.
Well, Andrew's in the Antiochian church, if I'm not mistaken. And Jim Bob might also be. I think they're both in the same church. Dyer's in Real Court and P, but they're all part of World Orthodoxy, so it's like a kind of unit there.
Yeah, they have tacit support. But then you add on the weird philosophy that they espouse, and then there's way more than that. Something of an agenda behind it. I mean, and they're obviously working and promoting people like this. Jim Bob and Andrew Wilson have live debated Grace Thorpe, and they put them.
Taking
Andrew
them
Wilson,
seriously.
they take them seriously. They legitimize their views. They act like they're online performers, you know, just as they are, and entertainers. You know, so what is going on there? Right? But they're too afraid to come and talk to us, right? So I mean, Made by Jubob's an absolute liar. I mean, we proved that on our episodes that we did. And I think I played it at the end of my show.
He won't answer a question straight for anything.
He runs. He
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah.
You've seen how he reacted when I was on the Tulip. The dude ran. Tulip like talked over me the whole time with the other Roman Catholic. It was weird.
Yeah, I might publish this this thing that Brown's Boy produced on the Made by Jim Bob show, where they lie about me impersonating Toilet Bowl Earth and just name it Made by Jim Bob and Enslaved by Truth. Lie about the machine lies, because what else is going on there? You know what I mean?
That was straight lying, dude. You know, and and it was like strategic
lies.
Yeah. Make sure no one goes over to this guy. He's a liar and he slanders us. And dude, what was that?
Well, that's like an Owen Benjamin tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they learned from their daddy. Absolutely.
Logos, pathos, ethos, man. Freemasonic rhetoric game.
Oh yeah. The gay ops. So here comes Bong Ripper. I think he's all of a sudden, you know,
he kind of pushed Samantha out of the way.
Yeah. So check this out. He totally he takes his full arm and pushes her out of the way. I mean, So check this out.
Yeah, maybe the two of you are smoking enough weed and drinking enough booze that you both are on the same level. But I mean,
nobody's drinking more booze than you are.
See that?
No, Samantha doesn't get it.
Do you see how he pushed her? He pushed
And
her
then starts
back.
speaking on her behalf. Oh, she doesn't get it.
And he goes, oh yeah, and then he's morally virtue signaling to both her and the crowd at the same time, saying like, oh yeah, Truth or Cop's being manipulative, when he's
Wait,
literally
is
just
he
talking
in
about the
her
Bible.
house?
Yeah, he's in her house. Yeah.
What, dude? You're like taking her camera, pushing her to the side, and then tell her what she believes.
Yeah, after like 2 weeks of knowing her online or something like this, right?
Right.
Psycho, man.
Yeah, literally 2 weeks of knowing her online. Yeah.
Truth or Cop, you are being retarded, and I agree, Grace. But yeah, you,
Fuck you.
you make fucking sense.
Fuck you, Grace. Samantha gets where I'm going, and I don't need your fucking shit coming in my
Yeah,
ear.
maybe the two of you are smoking enough weed and drinking enough booze that you both are on the same level. But
Grace,
I mean,
nobody's drinking more booze than you are.
no, Samantha
He said,
doesn't
"Shut
get
up." He said, "Shut up," too. He pushed her away and he said, "Shut up." And he goes, so he's drinking a beer. He pushes her away with one arm. He says, "Shut up," and then he goes, "Samantha might not know what's going on, but you're being fucking retarded, dude." So this dude's total dick.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's wild.
Abusive, dude. What are you doing? You don't even know shit.
It gets worse.
Yeah, it gets pretty worse. Yeah, this is only a minute in. Good lord.
Cop, you are being retarded, and I agree, Grace. But yeah, you,
Fuck you, bong ripper.
damn,
bitch.
get fucking
shut the
roasted.
fuck up,
Fuck
faggot.
you. Fuck you. Put him full screen TV. I'm not fucking dealing with this fucking slave.
Yeah,
And if I have to, I'm just gonna dominate the conversation. I'll continue to do it. Anyhow, like I'm saying, you know, they present all these fucking different idols to you about what you need to be, who you need
Who's
to be.
they? Who's they?
What the fuck you even talking about, bro?
Our brothers and sisters, you fucking
So
fuck.
this dude's far away. So imagine how loud he's talking at this point. He's actually yelling at the screen.
He realized he looked bad for doing it, and he's like, I need to chill.
Yeah.
He's still yelling though.
Yeah, and she's reacting kind of like she's like, all right, this is kind of weird at this point. I mean,
Who's they?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Who's they? Who's presenting?
and where's Toilet Bowl Earth on his own fucking show, folks? This is his show. He's nowhere to be found on his own fucking show, folks. This is how it works. There's no content here to be found.
this stuff to you? Who's they?
Mostly our genetic ancestry.
So our genetics are presenting something to us?
Marketing.
No, our mothers and fathers, our grandmothers and grandfathers, the lineage that brings us to where we are.
It's your marketing. It's your marketing that they are brainwashed to continue the line of feeding you those brands or feeding you like the way that they prepared foods. So that's why we have to like realize what's bad, because like I was trying to say, so like epigenetics is where like we all have DNA, right? So like different sources from the outside, like different inputs.
Wait. Before you wait, just a minute. I mean, like, let me just take for granted that what you're saying is true.
Shut your mouth, Grace, and
There's
listen
this
to Samantha
essentially
for a
what you're
moment.
saying.
She's
No,
going
but nobody
somewhere.
wants to hear the science behind this. Like nobody
no.
here is qualified to talk about science in any way, shape,
Oh,
or
no.
form. Unless somebody went to med school. Okay. Other than that, I don't think anybody's really qualified to
I
talk
think
about
we've
this
all
stuff.
gone
Except
to
you've
fucking
read some
some
articles.
sort of a school to fucking be here in this YouTube retard verse so many years on.
No, literally.
Don't you hate when a moron, when a fucking moron like Grace Thorpe interrupts a conversation to say none of you are experts on the subject?
Oh my
It's
God,
fucking
dude.
incredible. It's
Appeal to
fucking
authority.
incredible. Yeah, it's like, well, neither
That just
are
seemed
you.
like jealous of the chick that was talking or something. Like,
1,000,000%. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Yeah.
Because Grace wants me. It's just the reality.
Literally, most people on YouTube are not highly educated.
But here's the question: do you want her?
Well, I played up the role for a bit. No, I gave her a chance. She lost it. She made the wrong decisions, dude.
She's kind of fucked up.
Do not seek the treasure.
Exactly.
So
no, of course,
especially in these kind of spaces. Samantha, what my question is you fundamentally distrust the American government, right?
Well, I'm Canadian. I just like I think governments in general are there's a lot of things that
Wait,
we don't
she's
know or we're not supposed to
Canadian?
know, or that we do know, and
I
they're
don't
like, no,
remember
it's
that
not.
part.
It's not.
Wait, so
don't-
you just so do you live in Canada?
Yeah, so is Bong Ripper. They're both like from Toronto, so they're close to where I live. You know, incidentally, almost like
Thi-
6
thi-
hours away from where I'm.
I was going to bring that up earlier. This was across international borders too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Very
distrust
odd
the
behavior.
Canadian government then?
Oh
is what
yeah,
I mean.
more. Yeah.
Okay, but you still abide by the government's rules, right? Like you have a driver's license, you have
Oh yeah, I don't have a
insurance, you have a car, you have a job.
No,
No?
I don't have any of those things actually.
You don't.
No.
You live like out in the wilderness.
No, I'm in a town.
She
You pay
doesn't have a
taxes?
car to afford to drive
No,
around.
I do.
And so she relies on Bong Ripper, who's a little fucking beta cuck bitch, as we just witnessed. and by the way, I do not
so
have those
glad I
things,
joined
and I do what I want. I drive around.
You don't have a car, buddy?
I travel
Wow,
as I
shocker.
please. I do it. And nobody stops me because I'm a fucking grown-ass man living my life accountable
Nobody
to
stops you
myself.
because nobody cares. Nobody cares if you
course they
smoke
don't.
your
Why
pipe
would they?
and drink vodka in your
Of
fucking
course.
loser apartment. Nobody
They
will
still
stop
don't.
you if you drank
Thank
so
God,
much that you
praise God.
died. Nobody gives
Exactly.
a shit.
Wow, dude, why is this chick so vicious, bro?
She's fucking hateful. She's a hateful cunt.
Yeah, and like she's like downing the other chick, like, do you pay taxes? Because I do, or so. Like, shut up.
Or
man.
it's like practice for bigger LARPs or something.
Probably.
Exactly. That's what it is. And
She's trying to stir up shit, to see if she's got, trying to up her skills or some shit.
yeah, but she needs to learn from the real shit stirrer, Truther Cop. Looks like.
Oh my God, dude! I forgot all this shit.
He's beta cuck little bitch.
The retard verse.
This the Samantha chick seems like she's kind of like real naive or something, like easy to get pulled into some manipulative stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, you said it, brother.
Yeah, this is sketchy.
About you.
You're
That's not a flex.
absolutely right. Dude. Facts.
It's fine.
I'm not gonna argue. Of course not.
Facts.
Why would they?
Facts.
Why would I want them to?
Why would you want
That's so
anybody to care
fucking-
about you, dude? I don't know. Yeah, epic autism W. You win.
Look, then he pops in just to simp for Grace Thorpe, who's a horrible person, by the way. Right. So this is
Great.
Bro.
Let's
Why
go.
would you want
Let's go
anybody to
back.
care about you, dude? I don't know. Yeah, epic autism W. You win, bro.
Why would they?
So that's the
Why
second
would-
time. So you guys see that? So that's the second time he grabbed her, and this time she's reacting a little bit strongly to the fact that he grabbed her a second time and kind of pushed her away the phone, and it's her phone. I think it's more that she doesn't want him to see something that's on her phone because it's like private, and she just met this dude, right? So she's like, "Don't touch my phone." I'm like, you know how it is. Like somebody comes over, it's like, why the fuck would you be touching somebody else's phone like that? I mean, like that's kind of like more of a private part of, like more of a private
It
part
just
of
seems
their
like
life.
some control freak stuff going on here, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
You hear that idiot laugh from TBE too.
yeah. So check this out. I'm gonna slow this down. Oh wait, I think I could slow it down. Okay, so they'd be grabbing. Okay,
Now it's starting to make sense, like why he came at you, because it's like justification for what he's doing. So he's going to slander you and say you're doing what they're doing,
yeah, some stuff like that.
But I want them to.
Then they're muted.
Why would you want
That's so
anybody to
fucking-
care about you, dude? I don't know. Yeah, epic autism W. You win, bro.
Oh, he thinks they're not muted, and he's just screaming at the computer. If you guys see, right? So
Facts.
Why would they?
Facts.
Why would I want them to?
Why would you want
That's so
anybody to
fucking-
care about you, dude? I don't know. Yeah, epic autism W. You win, bro.
Yeah, look
Damn,
at that, dude.
anything. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and she
He
got
had that
really
camera on
scared.
for a reason.
Yeah, she got really scared of that moment, and she was like, "Oh," you know. So yeah,
Yeah, dude, 100%. I didn't catch that shit. I know who cares about me.
yeah, and then
Look
she
at him,
jumps
like
back
he's
too. Like
freaking.
yeah, like when he sits back, she jumps back too because she's like, "Oh
Yeah,
shit."
and her arms
Is
like
the
that.
ginger
That's a
bacon?
sign of fear, dog. Like
Right.
she's like looking at like, okay, you just grabbed me, and what are you doing?
Right, and then she keeps looking at her arm to see if they noticed it. Like, you know,
My
Samantha?
future wife.
Damn.
My future wife doesn't even care about me. Fuck you, Grace.
Are you yelling at
Oh my
Samantha?
god.
I didn't laugh at what Truth or Cop says, and I'm not agreeing, and I shouldn't get like. I'm sorry. You can go walk away if you need space. I'm not agreeing with
Damn.
anyone. That I'm sorry. Please just. My heart's
What's going on? What's happening right now? I'm not.
Maybe leave the stream if you guys have.
what a oblivious fucking moron! Did you not just see what's happening on your own stream
No,
there,
he
buddy?
knows what's happening, dude. That was a lie. And she's like, maybe leave the stream. Like, dude, shut up. You know, like the chick is obviously like there for a reason. So whatever this dude's freaking out on gets seen. You know.
Exactly. This is content, you know. So at the end of the day, she's there for that reason. You know, that's why Bong Ripper's at her house to create content. You know, so it's working out.
Have some private stuff to work out.
It's just like I just don't like it when it's
And
muted.
Grace
I'm in a
is there to like
conversation
sort
and
it
he,
out.
like, it's just
Right.
whatever. I was not agreeing with anyone. I didn't have a chance to defend you before you did that.
Who, by the way, is in you know, and this is rich because she promotes a fake LARP abusive relationship in her own family. You know what I mean? Where her dad is hitting her and all this stuff. They kicks a chair and then they have to go to jail, sort it out, and all this stuff. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, I just saw a new one. Ava the G posted some clip of like him grabbing her arm today, and it was really weird. Similar behavior actually between Ben and her dad, or Grace, Ben and Grace.
So Grace Thor being there, it's like, are they producing this now? I mean, this is crazy stuff. It's wild.
So I'm sorry. I
did what, bro?
Whatever you
Yeah,
just.
Bong Ripper, watch your fucking mouth.
Yo, shut the fuck up, Truth the Cop, you silly fucking
Fuck
faggot.
you, you little bitch. You can't even
Right.
fucking keep up with shit. You can't even keep up with the conversation. You better fucking drop out of here.
Shit.
Then now she's calmed down, so we can't see what's happening, but we can hear what's happening, and it doesn't sound pretty.
Fuck you.
To walk just.
You little bitch. You can't even
Right.
fucking keep up with shit. You can't even keep up with the conversation. You better fucking drop out of here.
Shit.
Yo, fuck you.
To walk just.
Fuck you, bitch.
Take a minute.
No, you take a minute. Fuck you. Call the cops.
Yo, what the?
So he said, "Fuck you, bitch," and then she said, "Take a minute." Then he yelled, "No, you take a minute," and then he said, "Call the cops." Now this is going to be very important later because the
She
cops
might. Well,
were
that
called.
means that she's made that threat to call the cops on him before.
Yeah, the cops were called,
Right.
and she was taken to a mental asylum, by the way. And then when she came back out of there, they filmed it. So this is actually what happened. I mean, right? So they did call the cops, right? Or according to his story, right? This could all be made up, right?
Fuck is going on?
Oh my God.
It's all my fault.
Guys, this is
I'm
not
sorry.
appropriate. Just turn the stream off and talk to him. Guys, come on. This is not going to be good for your relationship.
I'll let you go the fuck away.
I'm waiting. You said you were walking away. Please. You said you were. This is a nightmare. Please.
Listen, Samantha, you're a smart woman in a smart place, and you didn't meet Bong Ripper by mistake. So let's not fucking gaslight him in some perspective.
Yeah,
I know.
let's give him a minute first.
Shut your mouth.
And Bong Ripper, get at me, motherfucker. Stop doing that shit. Fuck off with that shit, dude.
Fuck off!
You better be talking to me and not her.
I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch!
Come fuck me up.
Fuck off!
Come fuck me up. You better fucking leave that shit away from her, dude.
You fuck off!
I'm gobsmacked.
Fuck off!
Yo, it's just like being back at home.
I don't even know.
Just kidding. My parents didn't really actually like.
I was about to say, what kind of home is that?
I don't know why you're still here. You should be going to go talk to
And
that
then did you
man.
hear what Grace just said? She said, just kidding. My parents didn't actually scream and fight like that. So then all of this stuff on the internet is just a LARP? Pretty weird, huh? Because you have her on video, like, hitting her own mom and stuff. Right? Like, she, like, slapped her own mom. She slapped her own mother on a stream.
Man, or something. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe don't go talk to him. I don't know.
Yo, this is literally, you guys are ripping me and my dad off. This is not fair. This is my shtick. Stop.
What do you mean?
Incredible.
Damn.
Incredible confession.
She just admitted it.
She admitted it 100%, folks.
What are you talking about?
Saying you're gonna sit on stream and cry like a baby. This is my shtick. Stop ripping me off. No, this is my
Yeah,
shtick on you.
tell him to put on his furry onesie and calm down.
I just don't want the cops to come and they.
So how many fake performers and actors do you guys think these guys normally have on their panels? This is crazy.
Like, take
It's
me
real
away.
Canadian rage.
This is. Let's just like talk about something else.
All right,
Yeah,
what
man.
else are we going? I don't appreciate being attacked. Is my opinion. Listen, this is what happens when I get attacked. This is what happens. I'm sorry. Like if
I don't
get
even know what
attacked,
he's
I'm
mad
fucking-
about.
I'm confused as to what he's mad about too.
I don't know what happened. I mean,
I was
He came
they're
at me
stealing
with
the
some
thought
bullshit,
model.
and I sent it back to him. He doesn't like it.
Bullshit. That's a bullshit.
So like, let's continue. Like, where else? Grace, please take this. Where else are we going? You were rolling. You had a fucking direction we're taking us. Please continue, please.
Well, I was trying to say, like, both
going.
of you say, like, you
Man,
don't
I
trust the
drew the
government, yet
demons
you
up
participate
quick.
in the government's
That's crazy.
government structures. So, like,
How
you're
do I
you're just kind
participate
of talking
as truth or
shit.
cop? How do I participate in the government?
Did you just refer to yourself in the third person?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
I did.
gay.
I did for a
That was
meme,
really
you
gay,
fucking
bro.
dumbass
Do you
cunt.
want to fuck yourself, bro?
Like both of you, you cunt, dumb, fucking,
You
stupid
love yourself
motherfuckers.
so much, bro.
All of you, like, of course, I'm
Do you
referring to
imagine
myself in the
yourself
third
butt
person.
fucking yourself, bro?
What am I do? What? Jack Talcott does it. Why can't I?
What can we say about Mammy Butterstuffs? This is an interesting character that's in their chat.
I haven't seen them in a while. I don't even recall anything of significance. The logo is more familiar than the name.
It's a Hoax Wars person. It's another one of those Hoax Wars people that's in their chat. It's interesting dynamics with Teddy Spaghetti and Mammy Butterstuff being in their chat.
The Hoax Wars merger. So, like, I forgot. This is an important detail. I don't really. Maybe I've said this maybe 3 times over many streams over the years. Jim Bob got in with Hoax Wars, and that's how Illumitami got over there. That's how that unfolded.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's fascinating because Jim Bob is what lured me on to Hoax Wars as well. And also he lured me on to Cockboy Hotline. Right? So maybe Jim Bob's producing some of these shows or whatever. Who knows?
Jim Bob. He's
Jim Bobbin.
making shadow moves.
Jim Bob making shadow moves. Is Jim Bob Troll Central?
I mean, he went to church with Yuri Bezmenov, apparently, so I'm not surprised.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy.
Hi. Jack Talcott. Need to know what you
I
guys are
didn't say
offering
it.
me today. What are you offering me right now?
I mean, I'm not offering you anything. I've never offered you a thing. I'm not offering you.
Exactly. Then what the fuck are we talking about, dude?
It's an interesting gaslighting tactic, but okay.
It's an interesting way of getting the conversation to move on from where the fuck that was. That you can't fucking carry it on from TBE.
So
I'm just
Sometimes
little bitch.
you can just sit in quiet and think about
I'm just
it.
trying to quiet the conversation so I can hear Bong Ripper yelling in the background.
Yeah, that's the content right now. Let's be honest.
There you go, folks.
That's the content right now. Let's really just like fucking put Samantha into a shameful position. Dude,
Yeah, that's
fuck y'all,
crazy.
dude. I'm so glad that I was fucking on this case. If Samantha turns out to be like inauthentic, I'll be pissed at myself a bit. But
Yeah, that would suck.
I don't think that's the case. I think that she seems like she's just in a weird situation, which, you know, I get it. Like, you kind of put yourself there, but at the same time, like, who would have known? Like, that's weird.
Yeah, but what's weird is that it's content. That's what's really weird. Whether it's real or it's fake, it's content. That's what I can't
in
get
their
over.
mind, right?
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
pretty sure it's real. That wasn't fake, dude.
Like, what exactly are you promoting here? You know, with this degenerate Grace Thorpe, who's literally involved in promoting the same type of content, and she
Drama.
admitted it.
Presumably, they would aim for something real. I mean, obviously, Bong Gripper is fake as fuck, but he's there to try to make it
Maybe,
look
yeah.
real. Because
Maybe
the more
maybe.
real it looks, the
Right.
more views, right? The more clicks.
Yep.
More drama. That's what
Yep.
Hollywood does, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well, you guys could judge for yourself with the next video. The next video is, I mean, it's going to be a little hard to fake it, but yeah. Let's see.
Bong Gripper, come back. What was that spur out? Come on.
Yeah,
what
tell him to
the
come
fuck?
back. Tell him to come back. This was.
I mean, that didn't even make any sense. I get it. Truth or Cop's fucking annoying. I too would like to maybe hurt him a lot and maybe kill him, but like, you
she
know,
would
I
love
mean,
to hurt me,
it's not-
dude.
you don't have to take it to
She would love it. I told you she was into me.
Bro.
So
She
there's
said she
that.
wanted to kill you, dog. Freak.
And now let's go to this video. So this is after they have her at after this interaction happens, they interview her right on an episode called Yeats of Rage on CBO's channel. So now they're on Cockboy Hotline's channel, right? And I don't know how long this interaction is. But
like 20 minutes, isn't it? Something like that. I forget.
yeah, give me a second, guys. Called Jeets of Rage. So they're doing I guess like racist humor against Indian people. Right. And yeah, I mean I like Indian people. Indian people are my brothers, for sure. I mean, but yeah, let's check this out here. They got 6079 Smith. So this is about, it seems to be about like 20 minutes long, and I'm gonna have to skip around with this particular video because I'm not really trying to put this young woman on blast, but it's not really my show here. And So I'm not responsible for it. But yeah, here, putting this online.
It is what happened.
Yeah. So,
Dude, I like Samantha's awesome, dude. I just want to say, like, I really think she is.
yeah, here's Drew's show, Jeets of Rage. See what happens here.
Get that from the StreamYard.
Put it in the backstage. Put it in the backstage. Let's run it.
Dude, yeah, drop the link.
Phone, man. It's all good.
No. We respect you. We respect you, Smith. Let's run
Drop
it.
the link. I don't know how to
Drop
get
the
here.
link
from
and we'll
StreamYard.
run it.
I know
Let's
in
do it.
YouTube
So
I
I
can
got
click your
Buddhist on
name and go
another
to your
panel
page.
tonight. It's called the.
There's
I don't want it. I don't want anything. I want people to hear
no.
it though.
Drop it. Drop the link and we'll run it.
I'm on my phone, and if I do, it'll drop me out.
Stop playing. Stop playing
Go
with
copy
us.
it. Go copy it and then come back in.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
Actually, I got to go back to
I
here.
want. I just.
Cool, Samantha.
The female Punisher.
What's going on, girl?
Muted. Whoa. You gotta hit the unmute button here. Wait, I can unmute you. Okay, there we go.
What up, girl?
I said
Good morning.
this is like it's my look. Like this is how I look.
Oh, you're like doing tactical right now.
I have like sweatpants, but it's
You're
all
so
Adidas.
much. You're so much like my sister. It's crazy. Where's Bong Ripper?
He is out.
By the way, he came on our show, and I don't know if this is a real event. He came on our show to talk about his deceased sister, who he always made fun of on our show because she was a targeted individual. So he's classifying this girl as a targeted individual. He's recording her, or I don't know. I guess they're like making fun of her, but pretending like they're her friend, basically. Right. So essentially,
Yeah, we know about that, don't we?
yeah, and then they're like, essentially saying to her, very creepily that this is like my sister. So that is very strange. But yeah, let's check this out.
Home recovering from. This is inhabitable.
So she said she's home now, recovering from what exactly? Right. So yeah.
Rental situation that is completely not legal, and it is I finally identified it. It is narcissist abuse, and there's two narcissists. We're not going to get into details, but like it has to go to court. Like it has to, like it is a court case. Like they are gaslighting me like crazy, making me be the villain, and now I have to be the villain because I've been really nice this whole time. I should have taken landlord, brother-in-law, Mr. I'm not your landlord, to court. Literally.
Did you hear what she said? She said her landlord. She should have taken her landlord to court, her brother-in-law. So this is a married woman that they just sent Bong Ripper to her house, by the way.
Right. Which is even stranger.
Very strange. Like they are finding out that she's married. She's actually living in the house that her husband, apparently her brother-in-law is her landlord. So you got to see that wherever she's staying now is due to her significant, her spouse letting her live there. So they're being extremely kind to her. But these guys are sending Bong Ripper into this lady's house. Right? Very odd optics for sure. Yeah, it does seem like some weird's going on with this guy.
October of last year, or in
Okay, let me just stop you right there. My question was, where is Bong Ripper? And you diverted very quickly from that question.
Yeah, this is true because after this happened, they were looking for Bong Ripper for a very long time. Bong Ripper had disappeared off the internet after that interaction happened with Truth or Cop. They kept looking for Bong Ripper for a very long time. So that's
notice how he didn't really seem to care what she was saying.
Right.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. No, not at all.
At home, Doma, like Tay Doma, he's at home. Tay, he's at home. Home. He's at home. I
So
want
far,
to.
Is he safe?
far away from you?
It is far. Like no, not. I mean, not from me. No, this house, this address, like this house is like needs to be not allowed to be standing. I'm going to be calling bylaw like tomorrow. If
Is that why you're all tacked out? Is that why you're all
I just
tactical?
no, I'm a runner. This is called the running vest, and it is awesome. But yeah, you can put lots of stuff in it. But like, yeah, you know what?
Are there charges in the walls? Are we gonna pull it like Larry
Nothing
Silverstein?
that
We
was
about
not
to pull it.
already fucked up. There's like no. We didn't do any damage. Like nothing. Everything was falling apart on its
He's
own.
very
Have you been
serious, and
stalking some?
he keeps prying like this is a fucking joke. Like this is her real fucking life, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, supposedly this girl now that they sent Bong Ripper to her house, she's basically, going through some sort of mental breakdown, some sort of nervous breakdown in a dilapidated house, right? And she shows parts of the dilapidated house and like the bathtub and stuff, and it's like got a bunch of sewage and stuff in it. But yeah.
Buddy, because you look like you're like kitted out to stalk somebody.
Well, I mean, this is what I look
Oh,
like. all the
well, I
time,
mean,
like, when I'm
yeah,
not,
okay.
like,
Who are we
like, how
stalking?
Robo has a fanny pack. This is my fanny pack. Like, I'm autistic. This is my like. It's also like I
Wait,
went
Provo
to.
got a fanny pack.
Yeah, look who's watching this. Made by Jim Bob. He likes to watch this total goy slop trash. All right. What
Caught
a
in
loser.
4K.
Caught in
Jim-
4K.
Jim
watching, watching trash.
Autistic Jersey.
You should have seen it earlier. I filled it with stuff. Like I went, got groceries. I got food. I went, got supplies, and I was like,
What kind of supplies? What kind of supplies did we get?
Well, I am so nice and so like wanting to do the right thing that I've been like literally wasting away not eating because all my money like is just going to this
Yeah, you gotta save money for the explosives.
The box where you can just get food if you need food, and it's always empty. And I prayed and I was like, oh my god, like I just like I went to it and I was like I made a video. I'm gonna make a video about it, but it's like the abundance that was
Yeah, we're not gonna watch that. We're looking for answers right now, though. Is what the is. So
where's Bong Ripper?
I don't know. Like in the chat, like he can speak for himself if he wants, but like
he's not in the. That's why we're asking. He's not in any of the chats.
I haven't heard from our good friend Bong Ripper in a long time.
And you sent me like
him open and went.
You sent me a whole lot of messages, and I'm sorry I didn't listen to them.
No, don't listen to them. Like really, like just delete them. Like if that happens, there was an expert.
I'm not doing that.
Did you hear that? Drew's basically throughout this whole conversation painting her as some kind of psycho.
Yeah.
Right, but the fact is that their buddy Bong Ripper that they keep saying is their friend wasn't really acting very wholesome, during their meeting. Right, so how much do you know about your own buddy? Right, is the actual question here. Right. Enough to send him to some random person's house?
I'm saving those for potential. Yeah, no, we're saving those.
He got me a Christmas present. She's a But yeah, I don't know. Like he's at home. I haven't talked to him really that much, but I'm just kind of like recalibrating here. I'm kind of like I haven't really been alone without like another like boyfriend or man being the person without any gaps, like not even a weekend, like not even like a weekend, like I mean maybe
not even a weekend. Wow.
I mean no, I said it wrong. But I mean like I get into these like long-term committed relationships, but like the last two before Bong Ripper they were both these like narcissistic, horrible. Like this one is like gonna be a book. It'll be a movie. I swear. Like it is like it could be.
Look at the comment he put in again. They're pretending like she's a psycho during this whole thing, right? She's obviously not in her right state of mind. If they already knew that, why did they send Bong Ripper to her house, right?
Yeah, this seems like some gang stalking stuff, dude. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, definitely gang stalking tactics used. I mean, right? Like how we were saying. So then they ran with it, right? It's funny they ran with Brown's Boy's comment that they use gang stalking tactics to say they're part-time gang stalkers. They made a whole LARP bit about it, making fun of us.
Yep.
right? But the fact is that nobody ever said that. They just said you use the tactics of a gang stalker. Nobody said you were a gang stalker. You're the one who came out and said you're a part-time. Started joking and saying you're a part-time gang stalker when you started calling Neurojack a fed. So you called Neurojack a fed. So Neurojack's a fed, and you're pretending that you're. I mean, it's a joke if somebody calls you a part-time gangster. Like, what kind of things are these people smoking? I mean, right? Like, they go from calling other people feds to pretending to be ones themselves. You know, bunch of fucking morons.
It's been like 3 weeks. It's been like 3 weeks. What are you talking
I don't know
about?
why he doesn't talk to you guys. Like I don't know.
Do you think it's weird that everyone is a narcissist? Everyone else is.
But everyone's not. Everyone's not. That's the thing, is that the narcissists trick everyone around them to think that, like, you know, it is. And like, yeah, like maybe everyone does have narcissistic qualities. And
Who are we calling a narcissist? Are we calling Bong Gripper?
my ex and his mom. But I don't want to say details.
Is that, you know, every woman says that her ex is a narcissist now.
No.
It's just a
I will
thing.
give you updates as the
Narc abuse, bro. Narc.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's a whole genre.
Stop it.
Bro, that condescending tone from EBT right now, like, dude, shut the hell up, bro. Like,
it is.
that
I
sucks.
will.
Yeah, his stupid face.
That's how he sounds, dude.
Truth or dart?
Develop a video one day, like outlining it all. Today's not the time. I came for numbers and signs and wonders, not talking about my personal life.
Yeah, no, you're awesome. You're great. We love you.
I want to be.
I'm glad that you came totally tacked out. I appreciate that, because I mean,
I am dressed
Yeah.
down to how I was before. Like that's how I had to like take a few minutes.
we're prepared.
And then he jumps
Babylon is
straight
ready
to
for
the
war.
compliment.
Hashtag
He's
America
dismissive of what he's dismissive of what she's saying, and he immediately backs it up with a compliment, like so that you don't see how, like so that perhaps if she wasn't as sharp as she is, she sees through it. I'm totally listening to you. You look totally hot. Is what he's doing. Fucking weird. He's a married man. He does this to Ezra all the time. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, and then the type of stuff he was admitting. We got him admitting that he went to a strip club and got roofied by some dude or something like that. Pretty weird.
The hell?
Yeah. And he was explaining this to a Luma dummy of all people. You know, another gay tard.
Let's
It's a
go.
holy war, and we are.
Yeah, let's
assembling.
go. Let's get it.
always
Let's get
has
it.
been, but like now we have to know about it. Like it's everyone.
Yeah, let's get it. I'm glad you're
ready
prepared.
You're ready to bend the knee now to Jesus Christ.
Did you have? Can you put some war paint?
Oh my
Hey, can you put some war paint on while we're? If you could put some war paint
funny
on.
because not the last time, but like I get into these modes of awakenings. You know, everyone's
I
like,
need
"Oh,
war
I want
paint.
enlightenment," and,
War
like, when
paint
you do,
right now.
I'm getting to that, but when you do have this
Blackface.
people
Blackface
that-
first. Can you blackface first?
I'm in Canada, so there's certain jurisdictions here that someone will knock on the door. if I
This is worldwide. This is worldwide. This is worldwide.
Let the 51st state establish as it will, and then I will be saying all the
Yeah, Trump's about to buy y'all. You guys are property of Mar-a-Lago. All
I
right.
have to stay within the box of the Canada terms of
I need
service.
blackface. I need some war paint. Let me
funny
see your.
because Trudeau
Hey,
can blackface
hey.
He's about to say blackface.
Hey, let me see your war face. Samantha, let me see your war face. Let me see your war face. Put her full screen. Put her full screen. Let me see your war face.
What blew away? Something flew. Things are smashing in this house.
Let me
like,
see your war face. Show me your war face, woman.
We're
gonna skip his.
See your war face, woman.
So you can make her look crazy. Yeah.
Right. No, she's clear, dude. She's getting signs all around her. She shouldn't be doing what she's doing. She's like trying to deal with it.
There's Made by Jim Bob. I had a roommate in California who put her period blood in my garden and didn't tell me until weeks later.
The hell?
Holy cows, folks.
Did it make
But
his
can I?
gar-
Can I?
Right. Did it make his garden grow?
It was he's got a black thumb, so
Holy.
But can I finish my inquiry, please, before you move off of it? If you masturbate with a wooden dildo, and that's conceivably fine, but having sex with a tree which is alive is not, then the only threshold breaker there is that the wood is dead.
Jurisdiction.
I just hate.
And that guy's perfectly sane, folks.
Narcanon, or we need some
No,
Narcanon.
it is from an Instagram that is made for people. He saved this like when I was a few months pregnant. I wish I had the letter. You know, I shouldn't be saying.
By the way, they're already comparing her to Aphrodite Rose Starfire and saying that we got a new Aphrodite Rose Starfire. So they tried to create this other lady as a lol cow, and she showed up to Drew's house and scared the shit out of them. So props to her. And then,
I missed that.
yeah, she told the story. Yeah, she told the story live on our show, and we both laughed at it together. We laughed at Drew, and yeah, it was pretty funny. So they're a bunch of cowards for real, but yeah, they're saying that how they're going to use her for content. They're discussing this whole time. They're hoping that this video goes viral. They're discussing that. Right, so I don't know if I caught them saying all that stuff because I skipped a bunch of stuff, but they say all of that in this video. If you guys could go see it yourself, and
these things because it's going to go to court.
So,
He's in
but
court
did-
for other details that he. But yeah,
Did
what was
he
the question?
think you were a narc? Is that why he was on that website?
Yeah, he actually thought he thought I was, and he made me to think that I was, and he made everyone think that I was, and that's
But-
how they do that.
But
They
let me
make everyone
guess,
else think-
he was actually the narc.
like my Rex, yeah, absolutely. Like he told me the day that we got together, like he did some magic where like I was on substances that I'd been on that I never blacked out talking to someone on like, you know, a video. It was an audio chat on Facebook, but I you know, there's like witches all around, and yeah, he has a lot of girlfriends. He tells me he has girlfriends. He tells me that I have to be like them. He tells me to keep that like, you know, hold the fort. He'll be right back in a few years after he's established with the girlfriends, and then we'll go to a forest. And it's like, no, that is his bullshit. And I just want to homeschool my daughter. So yeah, I got to get
So
all
he's trying to start a harem.
He
Yeah,
is,
what
yes.
kind what kind of weird stuff would he make you do?
That's the thing, is that he was not. I mean, I shouldn't be saying details, but like he was.
No, I'm looking for details. I'm looking for details. I'm a detail oriented kind of guy.
by the way, it's highly irresponsible for them to have her in the condition that she's in talk about her personal life, because she could be given lots of misinformation about her loved ones, right? Especially if she just returned from mental hospital, right? So, yeah, she could be making half of this up about her, whoever she's talking about right now.
I'm looking for details.
All right, he was like, I was basically his first long-term girlfriend. Like he had, you know, here and there, but like he was like, he told me he was like celibate. Like he basically was an incel.
These are not the kind of details I'm looking for.
Well, yeah.
So he was an incel.
Yeah. So like I had to like really. He would.
You had to train him in, basically.
I had to train him on I had to train him on everything. Did you say rein him in or
Be
train
your
him
finger
in?
puppet.
Yeah.
Train,
like,
rain, same thing.
I became his puppet, and I like he would call me the Spectre, so I take that name. Like
The Spectrum, the Spectrum, or
the same joke, bro.
I can't say it. No.
You're my little.
I mean, this dude called her the Spectre. This dude sounds like a fucking occultist for real. Like, sounds like she was with some occultist dude or whatever. This is just a theory of mine, but yep. They usually give their like significant other like some weird name.
So
Like-
what do you think the possibility is that like her ex is actually associated with these dudes?
Yeah, I mean, how did she find this channel? That is a good question.
Right.
I did see her seeing or watching some of the other channels with the orbiting around Grace Thorpe. So maybe that was it.
Yeah, that could be a possible tie-in.
Yeah, I think she falls out for a while and then she comes back in.
No waste. We don't waste products in the bedroom.
So is this your war face? I mean, like you did all that for your war face?
It's a closed eye and an open eye. But I didn't.
Okay, you need
finish
like
it.
a
That's
stripe
distracting me. I
all
should
the
be
way
seeing
down.
details.
You need
I
a
thought I was
single
going to come in
stripe
for
down
Signs of
both
Wonders.
eyes.
You guys, I'm
Is this your Juggalo makeup?
working on it. Come on. I don't know.
Or are you a juggalo?
Well, I mean,
He's definitely a Juggalo.
when
Yeah,
I was
well,
in
yeah, 100%, yeah.
like grade 6 through like 9, I guess I would listen to adjacent. Like my boyfriends would listen to that kind of, or boyfriend would listen to music, or friends would listen to that. But I like could never really.
Do you just
Like,
do
I
whatever your
listen to
boyfriends do?
Eminem. Like what I say again? So
Do you do whatever your boyfriends do?
no. Well, I mean, this narc abusing is different, but I was like.
I mean, are you being narc abused right now by two narcs that are effing you on street?
You guys, like literally, you guys are like some of my like only friends. Like I don't have.
I feel like you're probably being narc abused right now.
Well, that is it
on.
because it does. Like they haven't even been here, but because they will burst in through the door at any given moment, which is highly illegal. You cannot.
Yeah, but
just
you're
do that.
tacked out. You're tacked out. I mean,
Well,
you're
I have to be, and I wish I had a freaking like
Right.
you know a P2, but I can't. And I have
You're
to
ready.
stay in line because they have my kid and they have all the freaking agencies in their pocket, so I have to stay in line. That's why I can't.
right.
say shit.
I mean, you got all the booby traps set, right? You're like Home Alone. You're like Home Alone. You're Home Alone, the targeted individual
with me. Okay,
edition.
Yeah, I am. Do you hear me? Can you hear me still?
You got the paint cans on the string. You got the marbles at the door. You got the heater on the doorknob.
Yeah, I have to wear shoes no matter what. You know, I have all these slides. I have to wear shoes because I fall up these stupid stairs. We're doing this. I have to fall up these stairs.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
As soon as
We
it
got
fell,
stairs on
the
each.
fucking
Yeah, let's do this.
handler was up there, and I said, "Oh my god, this just fell!" Like I was literally on the steps saying, "Ow!" Like it fell. Like can you fix this? Like people trip all the time because one of these steps is not like the other. One of the steps are not the same dimension.
I can see it, like just on the
Yeah,
the
none
steps are
None
shit.
of them look the same dimension.
None of them look the same. That's a terrible set of steps. That's some Canadian ass shit right there, for sure.
This is a slum house of a slumlord who is
Yo, spots,
Like, literally,
yo.
look, I bought a fucking.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get
I
it.
can't even turn
Let's
it on.
get
I
it.
can't turn it on. I realized today I cannot turn on that light because it is full of fucking water. I'm sorry for my
Water.
garage. It's usually really clean.
Are you
but
sure that it's water? Are you sure it's water?
rain. It's the rain. The rain is not allowed to permeate. Oh, sorry, it's 2 a.m. The rain is not allowed. The rain is not allowed inside of the structure. Pests are not. You have to seal every hole by law. I had fucking bylaw in here last year. I got ticketed for my fucking I mean the landlord got ticketed, not me, but for my mess in the fucking backyard that I was Jake and I were too stressed because of his mom's rules. They are not like they say they're not the landlord, but they take my money. Then I have no money to fucking do anything. I just bought this fucking bottle. I was so excited about it. It was keeping me on track of how to fucking.
Was that an Nalgene?
As soon as I walked in the door.
No,
from the
pause.
box, I dropped
Was that an
everything.
Nalgene?
No, it's just some bullshit from like the Amazon return store, the sketchy store in town. But listen, I dropped my stuff as soon as I walked in without even remembering what was in my bag because the whole stupid roof was like if there was no roof. Usually it's here, there, there. Everybody knew about everything before we moved in. And I said, I can't live in this house because of all the mold. And they said, well, you have to.
Hey, can we see your teeth? Can we see your teeth real quick? Pretty good. Fantastic. Are those dentures?
I've done that.
Are those
I was a heroin addict for 5 years. So I'm not heroin, but opiates. So thank you. I have good teeth. Thank you. They're fine. But what I'm trying to say,
they're great. Great teeth.
I had to fight for that. I had to fight for that because dentists are like retarded in Canada. But
Yeah.
like I was right all along.
I can't tell if he's acting or if it's a cry for help.
I saw this house before we
It's
moved
like-
in.
No, let me see the teeth again. 'Cause they were pretty cute. Let me see them again. No, up close. Up close. Let me see. Let me see your ward teeth. Let me see your ward teeth.
You
Some of them
Hey,
canines.
hey.
So So I mean, that's what I want to. I mean, obviously, this woman or whatever is living in like some type of dilapidated state, or acting as if, and then she disappears from the stream for a long time. So then she's like there.
Bathtub? Have you tried cleaning the bathtub? Or no?
Damn, I think
You're so disrespectful, bro. Homie is super
I think the
disrespectful.
perps got her, bro.
I think you need some CLR. Some CLR will probably get that rest out the bathtub.
Do they got CLR in Canada?
If they got that in Canada, they might call it something else, but we call that CLR here. It'll take that hard water stain right out the bathtub. You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, the guy that they know that's from the OTO, and also in Deacon Ananias' class. Right, let's see what he has to say. This guy's a real piece of shit.
Damn, I think
where does comment go?
They got water.
Yo, that was
Both out. It's just
cleaning the bathtub.
Thank
Have you
God
tried?
she doesn't have her kids. So they probably drove this lady insane and they took her children away. This guy thinks that's great. I mean, but yeah.
Cleaning the bathtub, or no?
Damn, I think the perps got her, bro.
I think you need some CLR. Some CLR will probably get that rest out the bathtub.
Do they got CLR in Canada?
So then she goes black and then she falls out or whatever. And then Jim Bob says that wasn't rust, that wasn't blood. So he, I mean that was blood. So he's LARPing with them or whatever.
sorry, I'm really disappointed.
Under work.
I can't talk.
Yeah, some veterans out here waiting on
I
news.
know, that's why I don't want to I'm
Long
honored
Ripper
to
safe.
be accepted into your into this troop. I'm
You're
excited.
one of us. You're one of us.
Look at this. Look at this. Think about this. This is horrifying, folks.
You're talking some veterans out here waiting on
I
news.
know, that's why I don't want to I'm
Long
honored
Ripper
to
safe.
be accepted into your into this troop. I'm excited.
You're one of us. You're one of us now.
Thank you.
You're
Oh,
one of
that's
us now, Samantha. You're one of us.
wonderful. I have been
The
praying.
chat wants to see the inside of your freezer.
Yeah.
No, and not the normal one, the one that's in the garage.
Oh, that's gonna take a while. I gotta see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean my garage for the next 8 hours together because I'll probably live stream that. Who knows? I don't know, but it's like
Yeah, who knows? Okay, can you get the camera fixed or
I will.
But yeah, you're one of us, but we need you to get that camera fixed because we need the content here. So
give me. I will leave for a second and reset.
Yeah, leave for a second and come back, and then we'll be right.
Come back in.
We will.
Okay, so it takes her a while to come back in. Okay, here she is.
Tonight. It's called the North Division Wall. I don't hear that. Your live stream, maybe. I don't
And they got Smith on there, right? Smith is another character they have on there where he gives a bunch of schizo renditions about things and they act like it's legit, right? To his face, right? When Smith goes away, right? So they pretend to be Smith's friend or whatever. I don't know. And or they are his friend, right? And they just know that, he's totally, but, I doubt that they actually know any of these people online.
Let's see. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, that's not anything. Whatever you dropped. Let's try this other one you got.
Finally get to my conclusion on the matter.
Is it the Will Duffy one?
Okay, then she showed some of her
Sure.
drawings.
Swamp Thing.
According to Nationwide Data.
And she's just around.
Go away when you.
They're watching Witch
For all
Doctor.
time.
I think that's pretty much this whole
Jacob,
thing.
Amanda's my sister. Jacob would not.
Okay, here. I think this is important.
Shot from my birthday.
Pull up.
Let's go.
Drank.
Smoke one, drink one.
Bird. It's a bird. Look.
Smoke one. Whatever y'all got.
We're still trying to get to the bottom of the Bong Ripper mystery. This is going to be the next EBT True Crime special.
Okay. So
the Bong Ripper mystery.
I have two.
The Discord the Discord decapitation.
You like can I? Okay, yeah.
The Discord decapitator.
Yeah. So am I?
Do you know how to use a? Do you know how to use a Sawzall, Amanda or Samantha?
That's right. That's my sister. That's my sister. But yes.
Amanda's your sister.
No, because Jacob, Amanda's my sister. Jacob would not let me to learn power tools, even though I would be natural.
He's a smart man.
Until after I finish doing this, so like that this house is and their design makes this to happen. So like, I want to show you a video. I would love to show you that narc abuse video that I've shown you.
Yeah, let's pull it up. Pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
For me, because I
pull it up.
Phone. I lost
Can
my
you
real
put?
phone. I
Can
lost
you
my
put the link?
maxed it all out. Like holy shit! Like
Can you put the link in the backstage and I'll pull it up?
I don't know. Like this, is there some magical Discord person? I can find it, but I wanted to read the Bible.
Put it in the Discord and I'll
Some
grab it
magical.
from the
Is there a
Discord.
person in the back? Is there a person in the back that can do that?
Yeah, we got persons on the back. Yeah. It's a professional stream. We got handlers.
Because that's an example of something that I would just automatically stop talking to you guys, or I would ramble while I go do it. So that's really cool that this is an example of how this family operation wasn't working. But I literally
hey, show me your war face.
I'm hearing noises upstairs, and I know it's nice, but it's also like, what the fuck?
There we go.
They're watching the stream right now. They're watching it.
But I opened my Bible, which I.
What's that shirt? That shirt looks dope. What's the shirt?
They wanted me to donate it. I would not let them. They've donated everything cool about me to strip my identity. I would not let them.
Is that a Benton? This is a Benton shirt.
Is that a vintage?
Well, it reminds me of like the
Only the strong survive. Bam.
My dad was a truck driver, like Mountains Moon. I love the shirt. Every time I look at this, they would say I was so.
That's dope.
That's good. That's a good shirt.
I would.
That's dope. Yeah. I like it.
To see my light, and like, my light is shining. Like it is like I am alive and well, and I'm afraid that there will be a fucking sights on me. But if there is, like, do it.
Do it.
That's what I said when they took me away from fucking Bong Ripper's house. I said, shoot me. I already had handcuffs at this point. No idea with. I don't want to go to the hospital. House. I said, shoot me now. It's just when they took me away from fucking Bong.
Do it.
That's what I said when they took me away from fucking Bong Ripper's house. I said, shoot me now. Just get it over with. I don't want to go to the hospital and get fucking handcuffs. I already had handcuffs at this point. No, I didn't. I didn't have them yet. I said, just shoot me. If that is the will of God, I kept saying. I kept calling them. They said, enough with this God stuff. No more devils. No more demon stuff. Because I could see it in their eyes. They had red eyes. I'm taking that fucking demon to court. She took off the safety of the handcuffs. And when I was in the bubble room, I was in the bubble room of the hospital because they told me I had no child at first. And I was like freaking out because I was in the, like, it's a whole, I can go into great detail on this one.
They were gaslighting you. Did you drop the link somewhere?
Someone.
Did you put it? Where did you put it?
Wrap this.
Okay, so after she left Bong Ripper's house, okay, where he was saying to call the cops or whatever, right? I think maybe somebody did call the cops and they showed up and took her to a mental hospital. Is what I'm gleaning that happened, right? I could be wrong, right? But that's what I'm thinking that happened here, right? So I could be wrong about that.
When was the last time she was on panel?
A very long time ago.
Like at all after this? Do you know of any?
At all after this? I don't know. She's never been on their panel after this. So that's really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All up, but the Bible, I turned to the page, Jeremiah.
But yeah, so there's a little bit of Samantha and them recording her mental breakdown, her living in a dilapidated house. They're doing it for content. They sent Bong Ripper to her house. It didn't end well, apparently, right? And she said some of that there. So now we'll move to the last video that I have for you guys this evening, which is Bong Ripper confessing to Toiletable Earth about the situation, right? So So yeah, let's go to this tape here. Right. Of Bong Ripper confessing to TVE about the situation, and then that'll end and conclude this segment of Made by Machine Bob. Right now, this is basically Bong Ripper's side of the story of what happened after Truth or Cop
After they
interacted
tried
with
to
him.
frame her as like she did something to him.
Right, exactly. Right, so let's see what Bong Ripper has to say for himself. You know, this seems to be a 24-minute video confession here on Toilet Bowl Earth. When they created this content, right now, they're acting like, Bong Ripper's an insane person, right? For having created this, where they all said it was a good idea, right? You got to go to Made by Machine Bob 3. Check out how they encouraged him on the Truth or Barbecue to go to her house, go into their Discord, right? Okay, they definitely had a lot to do with Bong Ripper and Samantha meeting. Didn't end well, right? They totally washed their hands of the entire thing, right? Totally washed their hands of the entire thing.
Hunger, are you there, buddy?
Hey.
All right,
what's
you're
up?
back.
Yeah, no, moving definitely sucks. Shout out
Moving
to
sucks,
Nana.
man.
I
It
hope you
sucks.
have like a very smooth. I legit, when my grandmother passed away, she lived in like the fucking 25th floor of her 26th floor apartment building. Yeah, like trying to drag like all that shit out of her apartment. That like we had to occupy an entire fucking they're not elevators. We had to occupy an entire elevator for a whole day just to get shit up and down, up and down, up and down. That easily one of the worst moves of my entire life. I hated that.
Well, being as this is a continuation of the stream before, I just want to reiterate to you, I'm not trying to lambast you or make you feel like an asshole, but I do want to say that you do have to recognize you're.
So I don't know you, right? I don't even know what your name is, right? I'm totally involved in the situation that we created together online for content. I'm not here to lambast you. I'm just here to virtue signal to my audience about what a great guy I am compared to you. Right? I mean, how is he not using this guy for content right now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it occurred to me too. Bong Ripper has no idea either. He's just a fucking
They just
irate
throw him
idiot.
under the bus also.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why are you here to clarify anything you did in your personal life to Toilet Bowl Earth? Right. It's because they created the situation online. Now you're accountable for... They're not accountable for how they created this situation, right? But you're accountable all of a sudden, right?
You're playing a part in the things that you're doing, and I say,
time to be aware that you're playing a part in these things.
I just want to reiterate to you, I'm not trying to lambast you or make you feel like an asshole, but I do want to say that you do have to recognize you're playing a part in the things that you're doing, and I say this with some sort of experience in the regard. Like, I've been in relationships where it was like the other person was obviously the person in the wrong, but that person
Obviously.
in the wrong shouldn't dictate how you behave.
It sounds like you got narcissist abused. Funny.
And how you conduct yourself as a person. That's what I learned out of that. And I'm definitely made a fool of myself in previous relationships when I was younger, that I can't. You can't let somebody else clearly in the wrong, clearly unhinged, like sort of make you
We
move.
haven't seen that number in a while. 33 watching. Interesting optics. You guys, you guys should really show up for the regular show. Where we talk about Jacques Ellul. It's a lot more interesting than this garbage. We actually talk about the anatomy of lies and deceptions, and truths, and how we can, live in a world technological system and not be affected by it, right? What are the methods and the strategies we can use, right? So we deal with the architectonic usually, right? This is fucking chump change, right? Blessings to all the people that are here. This will only be available on the Cyber Caliphate channel, right? So let me put this up for you guys. Cyber Caliphate. I mean, the last show we did got taken down. We will re-premiere it tomorrow morning. Okay, and hopefully they'll bring it back midway through our episode so we won't have to keep showing it, right? But if they don't, we'll have to play the entire show. Oh, whoops, that's a StreamYard. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to show.
More like
okay,
there's
here
a
it is.
bunch of hate watchers in here.
Yeah, Cyber Caliphate 0101. Yeah, go ahead and hate watch. You people are trash. Right? The shows you people watch are trash. Right? Let me see this.
I want to apologize on behalf of the audience. I used to watch this trash as well. So
Same.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here's this. All right, yeah, Cyber Caliphate. All right, anyways.
You out of position, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I was
No,
really
I understand. I understand that, brother. I really do.
and
No,
I'm
I
not
appreciate-
and
I
it's not
appreciate
like you get it, like you got to get past that shit, man. It's just it's so worthless, and people like to accuse Christians of being like these pacified stoics, but in some regards stoicism it's beneficial for people, because like stoicism is a sort of response to people that just react instead of like honestly responding to situations that they're given. In this world it's all just reactions. Everything's reactions. This is how psyops works. This is how the people get tricked.
Yeah, because you don't have any original ideas. That's why everything in the world is a reaction for you. And it's pretty clear, right? You're an accelerationist, Sabbatean retard.
Everyone's just in their room, in their space, and your space is going to be this little fucking tiny little fucking square on a screen. That's going to be your space in the hyper capitalist fucking AI world. That's going to be your life. And as much as I want to be anti-capitalist, the only way to be truly anti-capitalist is to be hyper-capitalist. Is to give them carte blanche and let it fucking die faster.
I wish Christians were more stoic. Maybe we would have a little progress, quote unquote.
Yeah, but this is wild. I mean, he's kind of admitting what his actual philosophy is here.
It's because they're playing on people's reactions. Like reactions are like everything to some people. Like how they react is like their identity to them.
That's you.
You know what I mean?
And may I interject for a moment? When I first met Samantha, okay, I'm not this unhinged psychopath, and I know y'all caught the drifts or the tailcoats of that earlier. And EBT can make his assumptions about me, and yeah, maybe his ham-fisted fingers ended everything early, which is fine. And I get it, y'all. Like, when I yell and I say obscenities and when I pop off, I pop off. I'm a fucking at no
that's
point.
right.
By the way, on the last show, EBT accidentally ended the show because they were going around saying F Davy Crocco on the show. So this was their previous show. They were going around saying F Davy Crocco, and they were doing this nonsense on the show. So yeah.
And
Like I
that's
said
what
in
I'm
the
talking
Discord,
about, dude.
did I
That's
say
exactly what I'm talking
was
about.
like am I this holy individual? But straight up, just let me
Stop
finish
doing
what I
that.
was trying
Stop
to say. When I
doing that. Stop doing this
Okay.
thing where you go, I'm not this holy individual. That's not the point, dude. Stop saying that. Nobody's like saying,
no, dude. Yeah, I get that. But what I was trying to get at is when I first met Samantha, I encouraged her to go to church with me. And she rekindled my faith. And it was nice being able to walk into a physical, like, tabernacle with someone that I cared about. Like, that's a meaningful connection.
A physical tabernacle. Did you guys hear? Oh man.
saying that. Nobody's like saying,
no, dude.
Did you guys hear the cringe?
It is the whole thing's cringe.
It said it was so nice to walk into a physical tabernacle.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm listening.
What does that even
I'm
mean?
in the back. I don't know, man. He's a helpless romantic. He's like a helpless romantic, dude. I don't know
I
if
don't
he
even
even
know if
knows what
that's
it means.
language. I don't even know if that's
He's
legit
just
language.
speaking. Yeah, dude, he's just speaking it. Yeah.
That could be taken at least two different ways.
Well, he was physically in her tabernacle, of course, is what he wanted. And then apparently they entered some religious building as well.
Yeah, I get that. But what I was trying to get at is when I first met Samantha, I encouraged her to go to church with me. And she rekindled my faith. And it was nice being able to walk into a physical, like, tabernacle with someone that I cared about.
A married woman. A married woman.
A married woman, yeah. And he's not saying anything about this, how they sent this dude into this married woman's house. Right? Or did this dude not get the info on it? I mean, pretty weird. I mean, he knew her for like 2 weeks before that or something. So this is really weird. And they're not addressing the fact that they were responsible for them meeting online. Okay? So yeah, this is really strange. So he's now confessing his sins to toilet bowl and trying to act like he was doing it in order to spread Christianity. Super cringe. Right? Super cringe. And then TBE's listening to this, Toilet Bowl Bert's listening to this, like, you should have felt ashamed of yourself. It's fucking sweeter than diabetes.
Allegedly care about. I think the video says otherwise. Didn't care enough.
Like, that's a meaningful connection for me. So yeah, when she starts saying some of the stuff that she does say, especially over the Christmas holiday, like, it was just straight up blasphemy to me. So yeah, again, like, I pop off and I act like this. I will admit I'm an idiot sometimes, but like, it doesn't come from this place of, absolute nonsense. I was trying to focus on the holiday. I was trying to have a good time with her, and that's all I wanted to do. And ever since we met, that's all I've been trying to do, is get us back to the faith, get us back to church.
Well,
I mean, we do discuss script, like, we discuss scripture openly and stuff like that, and we have these very meaningful connections.
Like,
And, like,
I don't want to
people
pry
are,
into
like,
the marriage bit
bodily.
too bit, but it's like, because we
It's
don't
getting
know for
cringe out.
certain, we don't like have verification of this, but if she's married, what he's saying is he's thinking with his cock. That's all it is.
Right, like, be honest, dude. Like,
There's
you went to go
nothing
meet this
beyond
random
it.
girl on the internet, so you could go to church with her. Super cringe. And TB, like, oh my god, toilet bowl birth. How can you not call him in for the incredible amount of cringe? Why are you treating this like it's a teachable moment? What the fuck am I watching?
Jerry Springer had nothing on this level of degeneracy. What is this?
I don't think cringe does it justice. Call it cringe.
It's
It's
very
something else.
sorry.
Whether it's a bit or not, it doesn't really seem to matter.
Right.
Or the pastor of our church is like introducing himself to us and asking us, like, you know, what do you want to be? Like, what part of the community do you want to be? You know, and I showed up on Christmas by myself.
So
And that was,
what I'm
it was
trying
embarrassing.
to ascertain is
This was
like,
not even 2 months after they met, trying to, like, he's making this big deal about them showing up for Christmas together. It's like, come on, dude.
Hopefully we make it to Christmas. Oh man.
has she always been like in that mode where she's like unloading all this like weird paranoia,
No, she
or
has these
did she keep that under
absolute
wraps?
moments of
Did
clarity.
she keep that under wraps and now it's coming out in full force?
No, at no point. And again, like,
Well, let's be honest, dude. You and all of the people, even EBT and you know, Cockboy Hotline, you guys were all pretty much sold on the fact that this girl's totally fucking insane, right? From the beginning, right? I mean, let's be honest. Look at the way you guys talked to her, right? So you guys pretty much thought she was insane from the very beginning because of her association with the entire targeted individual thing, where she thought there was being, I mean, a frequency is being beamed into her brain or whatever, right? Where they try to gaslight people on that subject. We proved that that's actually real.
It's often women targeted with this too. In the family court issue, like, it's like, so if they took the children away from a woman, like, they would send agents, like, to, like, defend it. It's what police do. It's like, they're gonna defend their brothers. Oh yeah, we made the decision. Yeah, we did the right thing. And I'm gonna figure it out through these fucking back systems and shit, dude. But like, I can't even figure. Like, at this point, Samantha might be the honeypot. Maybe she's the only one in on it. I don't know.
never
That's what
gonna
I'm
blame,
wondering.
like, you or EBT or CBO or anybody, like, oh, you know, how we got him into this situation. No, I am an individual. I have my own free will. I'm the one who went and willingly met her in real life. Like, she has these absolute moments of clarity where she's one of the most educated individuals I've ever met. Okay, and I know I've been shit talking her and throwing her under the bus and, like, being a fucking asshole.
That's what they want.
But I
Stephen
have
Bong
my
Ripper
reasons
sees
for
it.
that,
He still
and
admits
we
that
know
she was
why. We
right.
discussed it already, and I'm still a little miffed. I'm still a little
Confessions of a narcissist.
Right. You know, and I don't think at that moment when they were talking to her last, she basically understood all of what had happened. I mean, so I think she might be reeling back and figuring out, like,
right,
what happened by watching these online videos, and maybe that's why she's not interacting with them anymore.
Dude, it might, like, what I was seeing was,
Hopefully.
like, she was seeing those. She was like, things are crashing around my house and shit. She was saying this shit. Like, there's so many bangs around my house. Like, she felt the tension. She was trying to deal with it.
Right. And I know I've been shit talking her and throwing her under the bus and, like, being a fucking asshole. But I have my reasons for that, and we know why. We discussed it already, and I'm still a little miffed. I'm still a little
that these fucking people project on her is what my opinion is, but I could be wrong.
Pissed off about it. But yeah, straight up, like, she's easily one of the most talented. And I'm not
I'm
trying to
asking
ball
you,
right now.
but what I
She's
asked
a very
you,
good person. She's
what-
a good person at the
no,
core of it.
what I'm asking you is, did she always do the unloading of her paranoia? Did she do that when you first met her?
Of her paranoia, it's like it's so negative. He's already like he can't even unloading of her paranoia. Like if you were asked that question directly, I forget what that's called. But he's offing it onto her and getting him to talk shit on her, like trying to pry something out of him negative about her to make her look crazy.
Yeah, it's like you just met this lady on the internet. How do you know anything about this lady's life? How's she unloading paranoia onto this random dude? You know, when clearly he like lost his fucking mind at Truther Cop for no fucking reason. Right? So he crashed out there, right? So if this dude has any self-control, it's not very evident. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to throw the guy under the bus like this. I mean, I really actually appreciated my interactions with Bong Ripper, but you know, the fact
And
is
he's
that
standing up for her in the end. So like I don't have too much like at the end of the day, like he is speaking like he's like, yeah, I fucked up a little. Like he's propping her up.
yeah, this is mainly just to highlight the fakeness of these dudes.
That's just trying to save face. That's all it is.
Right. But
well, he could have chosen to throw her under the bus with TBE and still save face with TBE. TBE would have loved that.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, ultimately, I tried to interact with Bong Ripper to bring him back to watching the content on our channel. I even tried to make a show with him on Lovecraft. We agreed to do a show together, right? Talking about the Lovecraftian mythos. He never came back and talked to me. He instead talked shit about me in these people's chats for so long, right? So, I mean, I don't hate the guy, but he's definitely a two-faced dude. I mean, from my interactions with him. So this is my interactions with Bong Ripper. He's definitely been a liar and a weirdo.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I'm just giving him that one prop there where he's
Oh,
not talking
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem like a terrible guy. I mean, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, just and obviously this is all just online, so we're only seeing a very small part of what's going on. But yeah, it's fascinating to me. But yeah, super cringe performance here from him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
you
was,
knew from the
it was
challenge.
bad.
Yeah, this is totally cringe.
I'd seen this one, but I didn't see the one in the middle, the second one he played. And I'd obviously seen the first one because I was there, but I never rewatched it
Yeah,
all the way
this one is
through.
not available anymore, but the last one is. And the last one is right on their page still. They boldly
What?
keep it on their page, which is insane, right?
Wow. After they bragged, like they were like, oh, we want this to go viral. Let's crash out. They want to create it.
Yeah, you guys could go watch that video. It's called Jeets of Rage on Get Chalked Up channel. Right? And yeah, they filmed their interaction with Samantha after she says that the police came and took her away from Bong Ripper's house to a mental hospital. So that's what she said happened in that video. Right? And they are recording her having what appears to be a nervous breakdown or mental breakdown, and saying it's for viral content, right? That they're trying to create viral content, right? So that seems extremely unethical, in my opinion, right? Just to say the least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially having created the situation. Sorry, I'm eating a cookie.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna get off here soon and eat my supper, but fucking yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're almost done here. This is like less than 20 minutes left of this, but yeah. So yeah, we'll be ending this soon, folks.
Out of record.
Yeah, I knew from the get go.
And then you still had sex with her.
Yeah, we had unmarital, interactions with one another, and I
All
talked
right.
to her
So
face
you
about
knew
it.
she was you knew she was crazy from the jump, and then you still went on with it. This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about, man. So do you really have no excuse in this regard? You know what I'm saying? Like
I
if
wasn't looking for
she
an
was
excuse.
if she
CD.
was okay, if
TB is
if
trying
I
so hard to
walked
life coach
into
here.
if I
It's
met up with a
amazing.
girl that talked like she did in the Discord.
Wait, sorry, Truther, say that again.
Dude, TB, he's trying so hard to life coach here. It's so
Right,
great.
right,
He's
it's very
failing
crazy.
so bad.
The
Trying to
life coaching.
Talcott.
Yeah, I know he's all of a sudden he's trying to walk this guy through his bad decisions. You know, when previously they
Did
encouraged
he
him.
help them make?
Right, exactly, right. So, you know, we even got Montero in the house. Yeah, we got all the drama watchers. This is crazy. We got Montero.
Shout out to Mr. Minor.
Yeah, we got Mr. Minor in the house. We got Truthio in the house. Right, we got a bunch of drama people in the house.
What I tell you?
Yeah, so interesting. TC needs to go. Oh, eat matzo ball soup.
I don't have I only had matzah once in my life, and I cooked it on stream. It was like I'll go get it again. Those people want me over for dinner. Like, you have to come by someday and get dinner. All right, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm married to Polish people. They actually make matzo balls. And so it is what it is. And so, yeah. Blessings to the Poles.
Or voice chat about what she was saying. I would turn around and I would never regret the day from walking away from that. But you, it's different. You saw that and you were like, all right, I'm into it. Let's bang. Let's
Yeah,
get into this.
baptism by fire. Like I did. I walked into the burning building.
Baptism by fire is
And
one
again,
hell of a way
it
of putting
What
it.
the fuck?
Am I trying to negate any of that?
It's Cringe City, dude.
That's like
Oh
nowhere near what that means at all.
He said, "See, this is why I wanted Unseen to be here because I think Unseen would jump out of his chair at this point if he heard something like that. Baptism by fire."
Yeah,
in reference to this, or the physical tabernacle comment. I just wanted to go,
God,
go to a
dude.
physical tabernacle.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what that means. What is a tabernacle? Is that
Well, we
something
see
the
it.
Jews
The
have?
information was there, man. This is
that
like
the Ark
why
of the
Unseen
Covenant? Like,
Warfare's got his whole thing about not being able to. This is why he can't even think about those things, dude. Because his mind would be in these spaces and not even know it. You don't need that space sometimes.
Seems like he's having his own meaning for these terms, like nowhere near what any actual church teaches. Unless he's got some crazy ass church that he goes to.
He was trying to get into a crazy ass church. Apparently, he didn't succeed. We need an update about what Bong Ripper's church is going. Like, what's his church life like, dude? Is he going to church? Did he continue to go there? Has he found salvation through the Russian
crazy
Orthodox
churches
Church?
up in Canada land.
Let's get a review tour.
We got news from DeFreak. Tabernacle is a movable tent. So he got that wrong. He said go to a physical tabernacle. That's not going to a church, right? So yeah.
Or voice chat about what she was saying. I would turn around and I would never regret a day from walking away from that. But you, it's different. You saw that, and you were like, "All right, I'm into it. Let's bang. Let's
Yeah,
get into
baptism by fire. Like I did. I walked.
Did he repeat it? Did he repeat
Yeah. I'm guilty for repeating it. Damn. No. Baptism by fire.
That's gotta be like the top 10 most like
and again,
viral clips of misuse of Bible quotes ever.
I gotta go through that, man.
Yep.
Yo, honey, let me take you to that baptism by fire. It's like a fucking Tom Waits song or some shit. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, the freak. What's baptism by fire, bro?
I'm pretty sure that's Armageddon, right? To be honest with you.
If I remember right, it's not anything good.
Yeah.
again, at no point am I trying to like negate any of that. I'm not trying to whitewash any of that. And
But
if
you
I
kind of
be
are.
perfectly clear, and I don't want to like divulge too much, but yeah, the first time we met, like it was, I'll say visceral. Okay, I've never legitimately in my entire life had an interaction with someone like that the first time that I ever met them. And without like getting into the nitty gritty of it and whatnot, like just like crying for hours on end.
She was crying the first time you met her for hours on end.
Yep.
Why?
So it's
About what?
visceral. It's like putting it on her.
Yeah, he's crying. He's
everything and
crying.
anything,
He's
like-
trying so
like,
hard to
you
make her
name it.
look bad no matter what.
So I'm telling you, he's trying to save face.
Oh, Toilable Earth is not bong rip. That's what you were
She
saying earlier.
was
Physical Tabernacle Gang.
tired of being stuck in the place she was at. She was, tired of talking about her ex, even though she talks about them constantly. And this, that, and another thing. And I was just sitting there like I was flabbergasted. And yeah, you know what? I like you're saying, I should have jumped ship. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, it's probably better for me to try and swim and tread water with the sharks. But straight up, like, I'm a bleeding heart retard sometimes.
Or I mean, or you're inviting it because you have nothing else going on. Is that what's going on?
Maybe it's boredom. Yeah, maybe it's just
Maybe you have nothing
my
else going
stupid
on.
ass just running back into the burning building for whatever reason.
A man's
That's the baptism by
said to me
fire
a long
there.
time ago, a
Running
man's
back in
only
that
loyal
burning
to his
building.
options. and it seems to me like your only option at that point in your life was to shack up with this chick, and it's a big fucking mistake. But it just
and you know what? I don't want to go that far because, like I said, like I encouraged her, and then we went to church, and like she's been helping me get back to our faith and stuff.
I don't
like
okay,
I appreciate those moments. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
And like just being able to have that connection with someone like physically in real time, that makes a difference in my life. And like sex aside, all that other nonsense aside, that's genuinely what I care about. And I made it a point, and I've said it in the Discord repeatedly. It upset me that I had to go to church by myself on Christmas Day.
You know what?
It upset me that she wasn't able to come and join me on such a blessed holy day.
Does that mean he masturbated? Is that what he said?
All the time we spent together.
It's just such an odd. It's just such an odd commentary. Like, it's like after all this, like after you said like "shut up, bitch," like all this stuff, fucking crazy stuff. Even right, you're just sad that you couldn't go to church, and also I think the police was called or something like that. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, this is like there needs to be an update on like from one of them about what's going on, dude. Or there doesn't. We should stop prying into each other's lives, I guess. But like it's my god. Yeah, I mean, they could both disappear in the background if they wanted, but it would be nice to have some clarity on what actually what happened here. There's too many questions at this point.
And we went to church for Advent almost every single day leading up to church on Christmas. And I had to wake up and go there by myself.
But I mean, it's not lost on me what's actually happening here. He's virtue signaling about going to church after all this crazy shit transpired, where they basically ended up sending this random woman on the internet to a mental asylum, apparently, right? And using it for content. He's then virtue signaling to a guy who's sitting in front of a Mary statue that like stalks people on the internet. You know, it's pretty funny.
And he doesn't say why that took place, where he had to go by himself. Boo. He doesn't explain why, if I remember right.
No, he just keeps complaining about it and how important it was for him to be doing the right thing. And I'm gonna get to church on Christmas with her. I'm gonna make sure that happens. Yeah, virtue signaling.
So yeah, that miffed me a little bit. You know, and I get it. She's not my wife. She's not like, I'm not engaged to her or anything like that. I haven't made that kind of commitment. But when we meet and we're able to go to church with one another, and then on a very important day, and I made this explicitly apparent to her. I said, this holiday isn't about us. It's not about you or your loss or my loss or the fact that I haven't seen my other two kids in 5 years. And guess what? I let the big guy go and spend his time with my parents.
Say why?
This holiday is about our Lord and Savior.
Well, okay.
And
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but she made it about herself.
Okay. But
and I had a problem with that.
But let's rewind it a little bit though, and you know, I do have to highlight this comment here. I mean, you kind of took advantage of a mentally unstable woman.
Go fuck yourself, toilet burrow, dude.
I want to
fuck
highlight
you.
this comment.
Fuck
I want to
you.
highlight their all. I want to highlight their behavior.
Boo! What the fuck, dude?
Reverberation, indignation, because yeah, holy smokes, dude, lack of self-awareness. You know, you're using this for content.
Dude, that's crazy, dude.
Or at least your friends did, right? Your friends did, right? Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe you personally didn't, but actually part of that was
No, it
on your show.
started on his channel. It started there.
I think it started. Yeah, but I think
And
from
me.
Made by MACHINEBOB 3, I think it originally started at Drew and EBT's outlining our enslavement, and then it moved to Toilet Board's channel.
Okay.
And then it moved back to Drew's channel, and now he's giving this confession on Bong Ripper. So they're an entire. So they have a saga between their shows. Also, they have established line of content between their various streams, where they have characters popping in and out, so that they're colluding together. Clearly, right? But yeah.
No, I missed that. Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Oh yeah. Well, you're on it.
Lols.
I know, but
trombone.
No, but you mean
Shut
the
up.
original video though. You mean the whole video though, the outlining our enslavement video. I think it's called Truth or Barbecue, the OG video where they showed up. But yeah, we watched only a part of it. Yeah.
I have to review that part again.
Yeah. Yeah, but Made by MACHINEBOB 3. Check it out, folks. That's the first part of this saga here. But yeah, crazy comment there. It says you took advantage of a mentally unstable girl. Insane, right? And it wouldn't be that bad, or we don't know if it's that bad because Bong Ripper might still be in contact with this girl or helping her or something or another. And he says something like that later, but we actually don't know, right? But what we do know is that Drew and EVT definitely used her for content, right? So taking advantage of a mentally unstable person, I think that fits the criteria. I think you guys did that too, right? I think you guys did that too.
At the same time,
So
like
I don't know, man. I mean, you're a little culpable here in everything that's happened to you, and
again, I understand that. I'm not refuting that.
But and then not only
know
not only are you culpable, not only are you culpable in that regard. When shit started to happen, you stuck around and kept engaging with this woman, this unstable person. Don't know why. Don't know why you did that. You just I don't know. You're bored. I guess you said it out of your own mouth. You're bored.
It's not just boredom. It like to genuinely care about someone. Right. Again, like I was going to church with them. I'm trying to get them out of this cycle, out of this victimhood.
Right. How does he demonstrate to Toilet Bowl Bert that he cares about this person? The church, of course. Super.
And
are you trying to save her?
You know what?
You trying
no,
to?
I don't.
You trying to save her?
I'm not Captain Save a Ho. Like,
we'll
say
not
that. Go down that road.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're like trying to what?
No, the fact that like I was able to encourage her and she encouraged me to get back into the faith, and like we're both actively going to church together and being part of the community, and then for her to just abruptly, disconnect that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that like it bugs me a bit.
Okay, so her to disconnect that. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
No, like I'm saying, when we're actively going to church together and we're part of the community and we're getting to know our priest and we're getting to know our father, and then she just pisses off and chooses not to join me on Christmas Day and all of this other, and then like legit just calls up whoever and I get kicked out. Like I'm not cool with that.
Where did you get kicked out at? Where did you get kicked out of?
I already explained it in the last stream, man. And I was talking
missed
about
that part.
it earlier today. Like, I got booted out of her fucking house.
But you have your own house, don't you?
Yeah,
You have your
I'm literally living in my home right now.
yeah. So what do you mean she booted you out of her house? Were you living there?
No.
Okay, so what is booting you out of her
That
house
might
mean?
be a reference to the police thing.
Yeah, but here he says it's at his house. She said that was at his house, and he's saying this was at her, that he got booted out of her house.
Right.
So a little bit of a weirdness there. But also this is where it gets very weird because he gets a little bit slippery on the details about what happened because he keeps pressing him on the details and he doesn't really want to give the details. And he's like, I already told you on the last show. And then he's like, and he's like, well, we got booted out of her house now. So
I don't know. She asked you to leave and you wouldn't leave?
No, that was not the case.
I'm so confused. Okay, so
wait,
how is she
dude, so they're at her ex's house. He kicked them out. Is that what happened?
Maybe, yeah, maybe the ex kicked them out. Yeah, maybe that happened, right? That could have been a possibility as well.
Booting you out of her house, that you're not living there. I'm confused. Can you explain that to me?
No,
Meanwhile,
that's
you
fine.
do.
And
Meanwhile, it's an hour. I mean, an hour away, mind you. So you didn't think this could be a possibility?
no, I did.
But why is she wrong
And
for
like
booting
it,
you out of her house? She doesn't want you there.
I didn't say she was wrong.
Okay, but you, okay.
It's like a
The hell?
evil villain vibe.
Okay.
I'm all I'm saying is she could have went about it a little more amicably. And I was already prepared to go, and I was doing my thing. Okay.
Okay, so if you're
Bear in
already
mind,
prepared to go, why
like-
is it a big deal if she like kicked you out of her? Okay, so this is weird now. So if you're already ready to go, and then you didn't leave, and then
No,
she
I
has
already-
to
I
call the
already
cops to
stated
get you to
earlier,
leave.
I don't want to say you. There you go. You already said it. Yeah, when people show up with the fucking police.
He said to
Okay,
call
so
the
this is
cops.
What'd I
He
say?
said that.
What'd I tell you?
Yeah, so let's hear that again.
And I was doing my thing. Okay.
Okay, so if you're
Bear in
already
mind,
prepared to go, why
like-
is it a big deal if she like kicked you out of her? Okay, so this is weird now. So if you're already ready to go, and then you didn't leave, and then
No,
she
I
has
already-
to
I
call the
already
cops to
stated
get you to
earlier,
leave.
I don't want to say you. There you go. You already said it. Yeah, when people show up with the fucking police.
You're
and I'm
calling
just
the
chilling doing
police,
my
Bonger.
thing.
What do you mean?
I didn't call the fucking police.
You did. You said it
No,
several
man,
times, dude.
No.
Weird stuff, folks. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but before Samantha wasn't really acting how she was in the video that I just showed with Drew. That was after the incident that her and Bong Ripper experienced. Right. Then all of a sudden she's acting crazy. Right. So,
Right.
and they're talking about that too. Right. So somebody called the police, might have been Bong Ripper, and she got taken to a mental institution or whatever. And then she came back or whatever. According to her. Right. So something weird definitely happened. Right. And now he seems like he doesn't want to say that he called the police, or maybe he's saying that she called the police. But yeah.
Something odd and off was certainly happening since before either of these characters entered YouTube. It's like it's a totally strange dynamic that unfolded here.
Yeah.
No.
You said several times you called the police on this lady for what?
No.
Dude, who does wellness
No.
checks? Cops do. I don't know what. Just they do it differently in Canada. I don't think they send fucking hospital workers to. No, they send cops first, and then the cops determine if they need to send a medical professional. I'm pretty sure. How do they do it in Canada?
Well, when someone is in the fucking Discord at 1:30 in the morning saying call the police, who the fuck am I supposed to call, bro?
She told you that?
The general surgeon?
She
She's
told
supposed
you
to
to
When
call the
someone
police?
in the Discord is saying to call the police.
You can go back in the fuck.
Yeah, insane things there, right? Like what? So you may remember from Made by Machine Bob 3 that they actually lured this girl into the Discord, so she's communicating with a bunch of people on Discord, which is never a good idea because anybody can send you a private message on Discord. Okay, so if you're interacting with a bunch of shady people on Discord, it's not a good idea to give people that you know access to that Discord. Right? Because anybody in that Discord can then contact them. Okay. For example, right? So it's an extremely, you know, strange place, right? It's almost designed to have secret communications with, and for people to organize secret communications against other people.
Fucking chat in the Discord, and you can see what the fuck she said.
Well, what did she say?
So
What
they
did
all
she-
already know because it's already in the Discord, but he's pretending like he doesn't know. This is getting pretty interesting here.
Whoops.
Look at his juicy face. He's like, "Oh, here's the juicy part. Oh yeah, what did she?"
Right.
She told you
just
to call the
did.
police?
He's here now. Call the police. He's
Who's
here,
here
now.
now?
That's the fucking $1 million question.
So you don't know what's going on. You're just dialing the police for whatever reason because she tells you to?
No, I know what's going on. Like I said, I talked to
Okay,
her
so
mother. I
explain it
called
to
the
me. I'm so confused, dude. I'm so
She
confused.
did a 12-hour stream yesterday, TBE.
Yeah, I understand that
because
because
apparently, yeah, the landlord and her ex showed up together. So she was live streaming for 12 hours. She messages me at midnight yesterday, "Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year. Oh, have a good night." A whole fucking paragraph. And then in the fucking main chat in the Discord, it says, "He's here. Call the police." I called the cops. I talked to them. I then called her mom. And then I got to talk to her. And the fucking she went to the neighbor's house and all this other fucking shit. It took me like fucking 2 hours to figure this shit out, dude.
but my main question is why
He's
did you
gone full beta again.
like I'm
Like
just I
without
don't
even
understand
thinking,
why
he
would you
just
listen to
reacted.
her
Like
though? If you
really?
know she's having some issues, why would you call
Yeah, but it is a good question. If he already knew that she was having a bunch of these issues, why would he call the police like that, right?
Yeah, to add. Yeah, right.
why would you call the police? If you, that's my biggest thing with you, Bong Ripper, is and I mean this because like calling the police on people that are mentally unwell is something that's fucking crazy to do because Lord knows what could happen with that interaction, knowing the police and how incompetent
Bro,
it can be
okay.
at times.
The
You're
police, they
almost
called me back.
ordering a fucking death hit on this woman. You're like a death warrant.
No, I'm not.
Because who knows what
No,
would Samantha
and you know what?
what
That's
if
a
Samantha
very
just started wielding a
that's an
fucking
extremely
scissor?
Now he's
unfair
virtue
statement.
signaling
What would
for targeted individuals. Who he targets.
Right, who they invited into the Discord for a bunch of people to gaslight her on her situations in life. And yeah, they probably made fun of her. I mean, I've been in their Discord. You know, it's basically some interesting characters in there telling you stuff about your personal life.
With copious gifs.
Yeah. And saying that your friends are feds and all this kind of weird stuff. So yeah. I mean, you definitely don't want those random people interacting with this woman. If you're worried about, you know.
Right. Right. Yeah, there's feds everywhere. Meanwhile, we're gonna hook up these anonymous people from our Discord group. Fuck, it's insane. It's insane. It makes no. It's absolute confusion, brothers and sisters. Man,
What would
Great
happen
assessment.
if a wellness check? What would happen if she starts wielding a fucking scissor at the cop? They're gonna shoot this lady. How would that feel on your conscience
well-
that you called a wellness check when knowing
Well,
full
how
well?
would it feel on my conscience if she decided to fucking do the same thing in the shower for 3 hours?
What do you mean she's doing
While
the
she's
same
doing
thing
the
in the
scissor murder
shower?
dance.
What is she doing in the shower?
Bro, I've been there for
Except
that.
you filming her crying is what you said on the previous
Oh my
stream.
God.
You were filming her crying, having a meltdown while
No,
you could.
I didn't film
Uncle
her
Ben's fucking minute rice.
physically in the
That shit's
fucking
crazy,
shower,
dude.
bro.
You were
Dude,
You said
don't
you were
try and flip
filming
this
her,
fucking
not
on me.
showering. You
Don't
were.
even fucking try.
You said you were filming
Don't
her
even
crying
try.
in the shower. Are you
I've
just gonna
already
walk that
sent
back?
the video to multiple people, okay? And there's
You've shown.
Don't even try what? Try to do what? Try to make a show? He knows what he's doing. Interesting.
That video to
footage of
multiple
her.
people?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, because guess what?
What?
You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. She's not naked. Her titties aren't hanging out. Her ass ain't hanging out. She's
in the shower with
other
clothes
room.
on? She's in the shower with clothes on?
Bro, I'm not breaking down this like fucking twisted fantasy for you. I have her.
It's not my twisted fantasy. I'm asking what's going to happen. What's
bro.
happening at this
Screaming
moment?
through the fucking door.
You're filming her at the door?
Nope.
I'm confused. What's the footage? So the footage is just like an audio
know
thing
you're
of her
confused.
crying?
Yep.
Okay.
Just audio of her weeping for
Hey, what's up, you fat fingered bastard? You ruined the fucking last stream.
Well, this dude's streaming in my fucking studio. I hit the wrong button. It is what it is.
Hilarious.
It's probably good that ended. I don't know what the.
I think that was a good ending, honestly. I think it just spoke to the whole like really dysfunctional topic that we were undergoing there. Yeah, I think that worked. I think
we might have lost. I think we might have lost a few viewers with the whole fuck Croco section of that whole thing.
Hey, like
they
whatever,
laughing.
like niggas want to like.
Yeah, they basically did a whole F. Davy Crockle bit, which is their dead best friend that they always made fun of while he was alive. Great stuff, guys.
Cry about.
I felt like that had to be said at this point.
Oh, and it had to be said, huh? All right. Well, that does it for those goys. Blessings. And by the way, Drew's selling slippers with Crocco's face on it. You guys hear about that?
Yep.
Hashtag great stuff. You know what I mean? We'll drop the link here.
It's insanity, man.
Yeah, we don't have that much time here. Maybe 15 minutes here. 20 minutes. Anybody wants to come up and voice their views, opinions? Obviously.
Yeah, I didn't. Dude, I had no context of that situation in the midst of it, much less looking back. Now looking back with that, without having reviewed the footage, dude, insanity.
Oh yeah, a wild saga has unfolded. If you combine 3 and 4 together, definitely interesting drama reaction stream. Not really much for it here. Right? The 1 and 2 of Made by MACHINEBOB is actually reviews of debates. Right? So we're trying to keep it to reactions on the Made by MACHINEBOB series. Right? And we'll see what else we could, accumulate. The third episode also had Paul Enslaved on it with Rant. Right? But yeah, we had a short panel on the last show. You know, obviously we're gonna be doing a show tomorrow on transhumanism. Right. Well, we're where we'll be reading Techie's Wet Dream. Right. Excerpt from a book by Dr. Kaczynski. Right. So we're reading Kaczynski tomorrow at 9 p.m. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, I'll probably give a few words there on you know, Dr. K. I found a bunch of videos that I don't think we'll be able to look at too many of them. But there's a bunch of videos now being released about Uncle Teddy. It's kind of a weird time we're going through. But yeah, this was an interesting saga. You know, Cockboy Hotline crew exposed. You know, and we got a lot more coming for some of their stuff. I mean, I have tons of hours of recorded footage of them. You know, so yeah, we might do some more reaction to their content. Obviously, they produce lots of trash all the time, so there's no shortage of stuff to go ahead and review there, right? But yeah, that's
And they
basically
really love to like stream at the same time and talk about or deflect from whatever the conversation being had here is every time.
yeah. Go live, bitch boy. That's what I like to
To
say. Go live every
run
time
the
I go live.
interference.
Oh yeah, it's great timing to separate the wheat from the chaff. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? I love it. You know what I mean? I'm in no rush to gain followers or anything like that. I mean, blessings to all the people that are here. And
Speaking of
Hey.
interference, you think EBT came in there to like, you know, get that off that topic? It's like, yeah, we need to cut this.
Yeah, maybe because it's getting awkward in there, and they pointed back to the Discord, and he's very gatekeepy about his Discord. Remember, you doxed Rusty, so
Yeah.
right. So we had Rustygate here on the show, where they claimed I doxed some guy named Rusty because he admitted he went to Deacon Ananias's class or something like that.
Yeah, and even Rusty was like, "Where's the docs?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm hoping someone docs me."
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Right. But what's really funny about that is that they actually don't have a problem doxing people. Right. So the sort of victiming about it is insane. Is an insane LARP for their internet audience, just like 90% of everything else they do. Right? They're basically actors online. Avatar gangsters. I mean, so yeah, blessings to all the people that are here. You know, do you guys have any closing words? I mean, I guess nobody's coming up here.
You know, I'm just rolling up my last smoke for this session. I don't know. Where does it go from here? Like, to exploit people for content's insane. You know, at least Flow State's honest about, you know, grifting and all that shit. But like these people like use people like manipulatively using like information they conceal in an odd fashion, and it really shows through. I don't think people realize what the internet is. It really just kind of is an expression of your inner self, and it's gonna really show who you are. That goes for me. It goes for anyone. You know, that's you. That's me. Whatever. It's fucking fascinating performance. I'm gonna go eat my dinner here in a bit. Hang on for a second.
Yeah, blessings. Yeah, what about you, Rainson?
you know, it's like the same shit, different day with these guys.
Same shit, different toilet. But yeah, we doing it big out here. I mean, and really, we'll do some more stuff, but it depends on if we'll stay up on the channel. If not, you guys heard it. We're only available here on Cyber Caliphate. Right, so who knows what'll happen? We're definitely not in a rush to get followers or anything like that, right? We're definitely not in a rush to cover any more of these guys for a while, right? So we'll be moving on to Uncle Teddy tomorrow, right? And yeah, that's about it. That's all I have. Thank you for joining us here on the Machine Lies, where we talk about the lies of the machine on the machine that lies. And yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, how do you know if something is true unless you know it for yourself? I mean, don't ask why if you know it's wrong. Start a well-intentioned fight. See the lies flout in defense. I mean, question everything, believe in nothing until you can prove it for yourself. Okay. And yeah, the first step to blinding someone, the first step to blinding someone is getting them to open their eyes. You know what I mean? You can't kill what you can't see. And the shadow lets you know where you stand in relation to the light. You know what I mean?
They're not just operating in the shadows. They're operating in the shadows of the false light.
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. Shining shadows. Yeah, keep your dicks in a vice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm getting that. Yeah, to fucking keep that mind and a fucking capture every thought in captivity, or something like that. Whatever that means. Jesse Lee
Taking
Peterson.
every thought captive to Christ.
Oh yeah.
The highest. So yeah.
Crucify the mind, as our friend Unseen likes to say.
Form of mind control.
Oh yeah. The first step to seeing beyond the program is to realize how you've been programmed. Freedom is not a static goal, but a dynamic prize, a prize continually to be won. The moment man resigns and thinks himself free, he is already enslaved. Let's be real about things, folks. I got a lot more of that tomorrow. But yeah, blessings to all you guys. That's normally just a bunch of little pithy slogans I say near the end of the show. I have a bunch of pithy slogans I say near the beginning of the show, but that's usually when I talk about, philosophy, theology, political theology, technology, and its relationship to religion, science, spirituality, and a number of other subjects that we're used to entertaining. But yeah, blessings to all the people that are here. Robo Opticals are Metacraft, as you know. And yeah, have a blessed night, my friends.
Be well, man. I'm out of here.
Thank you, my brother.
See you next
Jim
time.
Block did make a little appearance after all.
Oh wait, who did?
Jim Bob in the chat, so he did make a little cameo.
Oh, Jim Bob is in Toilet Bowl's chat, huh? Yeah. Wild stuff. Yep. Yeah, he's been in our chat a few times too, but yeah, he doesn't come around much. Wonder what he's scared of. He's an interesting guy for sure. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for being here. We'll be back very soon. Yeah, blessings.
Gangster. I could tell you work for Uber Eats, cause the car that you drove is too fucking slow, and I don't want my food to get cold. Rappers be rapping, turn kinetic to quadratic, live lavish, keep receipts, write it off on them taxes. Talk about the great reset. They bird chest, speaking threats, they couldn't get their beats wet in the deep end. Read the tea leaves, sweet dreams, sweet pea. And which way does the razor wire lean? How about a far-bar's egg, half a dozen to a tray? Interior decor designed by De Gournay, that's a tall order. Naughty neighbors at the short table. I beg your pardon, could you pass me the salt shaker? The earthquakes will be here before May. We should petition the creator for an escape ahead of my time, cause they ain't never seen what I rap. They wouldn't believe we already collapsed. Facts. A warm rag for a 50 prostitute bath. I bet you there's no vaccine for that. I was exposed to this so early, I'm quiet about it. The way I see it, ain't no need to start a riot about it. I saw it and caught it and wasn't applauded. I should've never started. We were divided first, then conquered. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I got so effed up. Now I don't trust nothing.
Scary and real, like bunch of Avatar gangster. Barely in fights, bunch of Avatar gangster.
Bro banging from his keyboard. You should see the streets more. You should keep the G more. He just pressing record.
Scary and real, like bunch of Avatar gangster. Barely in fights, bunch of Avatar gangster.
Made soldier, the gauge holder with payola. The weed coming more colors than Crayola. You a troll, you an internet op. You was listening to New Kids on the Block. I'm with a few niggas, trading stock, raising the Glock, bare arms like Doc Octopus. Virtual concerts of VR and the Oculus. Buying property in Earthia, I own everything. Man and machine merge the singularity. You will never be a celebrity. You embarrass me, you a parody. You a charity, you need therapy. Clout chaser who scarily believe his own hype, trying to suck your own cock. Ron Jeremy, pay me in crypto, pay me in mithril. They told me hold on and I did so. Shout my nigga Big Boy, this his idea. And I be stopping in my clear weather brand footwear, yeah. Web 3.0 flow, fuck this industry. AI Drake voice, pick your identity, nigga. Non-believers in the mega church, allow me to introduce you to bars. Now you metaverse, in the metaverse. In verses, reverse course, I spit a better verse. Gifted unlimited rhymes, universal from a multiverse of earths. That's a guru search. Creole bitch, that's a voodoo curse. Niggas beef on IG Live with their location showing, and die tasting their own face, showcases blowing.
Scary and real, like bunch of Avatar gangster. Barely in fights, bunch of Avatar gangster.
Bro banging from his keyboard. You should see the streets more. You should keep it G more. He just pressing record.
Scary and real, like bunch of Avatar gangster. Barely in fights, bunch of Avatar gangster.
Made soldier, the gauge holder with payola. The weed coming more colors than Crayola.
Gang gang, gang gang, gang gang.
Avatar.
Gang gang, gang gang.
Avatar.
Gang gang, gang gang.
Avatar
gangster.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of things that. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of things that. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of things that.
stand these fucking people, man. I can't fucking stand these people. I can't even fucking stand these fucking people, man. I can't fucking stand these people. I really fucking can't stand them. I just fucking want to fucking man. Man, just like, yeah, I could beat them to fucking death, man.
What's up, nigga? You want to talk some shit?
On the spot.
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
In a world of pure imagination.
Yeah, I said some shit. What? The hardest niggas is standing by, ready to pick up that phone. Asian niggas, white niggas,
Suck my dick, bitch. Fuck you.
classic niggas, racist niggas, mystery niggas, psycho niggas, Jewish niggas.
You got some motherfucking nerds calling me out Shabbat on some little bullshit ass nigga. Better calm that shit down and come around here and show me some fucking respect before me and my Jewish niggas come up here and beat your ass, nigga. Off top.
Yo, keep the peace while I'm freeing the beast. The album set for its US and European release. I make you bounce just like a street hustler seeing police. When acrobatics in the place, the whack MC and decrease. Perception is regulator with some shit you'll never hear on no elevator. Creators and devastators you know will never hesitate to leave you surprised with that hip-hop hybrid to open your eyelids, the fly shit.
I pilot like a pirate on the 7 seas. Ignite the mic with an unleavened steez. Body your Christ nice, a slice shice, that's German for certain. Under shit you ought to be learning. Jesus, Jesus, for rocking the sleeveless. Wife beater, I'm the motherfucking life breather. Sing your chest when I whisper fresh. Brother, think of death, then you sink to death, take a breath.
Make a left at the door if you ain't ready for the raw carnivore. Power source that bust through armored doors like a battering ram. I'm shattering jams and leaping in the crowd like a packer at Lambo. You slackers and Sambos are straight getting handled by raps Rambo and Commando simply because you can't flow. Maniac material that murder the dance flow. Enhance shows and guarantee another advance show. If you brought your attitude in the spot, then get it out. Ladies got your hair permed, you bout to sweat it out. Let's make it worth your dough before you head it out. Get live, let it out. Come on and let it out. Yo, it's them Boston brothers that y'all done read about. Sucker rappers heard we was coming, they jetted out. And whether if you faded or peasy or dread it out, get live, let it out. Come on and let it out.
I'm a cold little nigga when I flip at night like Stripe. Mad mechanical like Gyromite. Rolling in a tank with Cenobites. Step in the Cinnabons before I jump in the Tron. Soup, low and beast, bro, and you're in a trance. I'm in the stance, V-boy. Yeah, the actual McCoy just dance. I rap with the sidestep till the sky's wet. I'm the one anomaly that hasn't been sniped
Yo,
yet.
brothers got an album deal off for the solo hype. Now we 21st century rap prototypes. Rappers mad at us because they don't do their promo right. And all they worry about is who they look in their photo like. But me and Liff is Luke Skywalker here solo like. Pimping indie rap like Magic Wand and Dolomite. Taking over shit like Bush took over your voter rights. That's why we all about that fucking check the promoter
I
right.
let face go. The shit'll rip off your face though. We're the ones with all the clout, the brothers with say so. So we say go away, you stay. Tell the rest of them rappers to go pray. Their prey. Use left arm, drop bomb. Operation Crush Planet Earth, right palm. Brother, there's no tomorrow. We make time hollow. Sorrow. Better take notes and just follow.
If you brought your attitude in the spot, then get it out. Ladies got your hair permed, you bout to sweat it out. Let's make it worth your dough before you head it out. Get live, let it out. Come on and let it out. Yo, it's them Boston brothers that y'all done read about. Sucker rappers heard we was coming, they jetted out. And whether if you faded or peasy or dread it out, get live, let it out. Come on and let it out. Yo. Acrobatic, Mr. Liff. Facts 1. Hot shit, yeah.
You can catch me on every
Yes, y'all. Motherfucking cat. Catch me on the Ave with a blunt in the bag, dumping the tab, just about to jump in the cab. Yes, y'all. We doing it big. You can catch me on the Ave with a blunt in the bag, dumping the tab, just about to jump in the cab, you know. Yo. I bomb atomically, paint stains like Ali G, probably the hottest commodity. With other people's property, I could be wet and it's over. The joker of the deck, a few more checks, I'll be the next Lord Finesse. Wild as fuck, each a little freestyles up like fuck it. I come on more hotels than ice buckets, like, and I love it. Private in public, I'm not to be fucked with, ever. The naughty-headed terror, got my shit together, like some different weather. Hot one day, wet the next. Bricks to the Bronx, my spit get a mixed response. What the F y'all want? I serve you like a restaurant. My tip percentage I earn to the neck like sideburns. The rap Gregory Peck when I light Sherm. I got peeps like swap meets, infamous murder music like Mobb Deep. Got more beef than Bizarre eats on dark streets and dark clubs. I use hard drugs like spark clubs. To the point when I do a joint, I forget what my part was. On one, I get songs done. You think not, you got the wrong one. I'm from New Jerusalem around the way, with dudes all day. Just catch me on the Ave with a blunt in the bag, dumping the tab, just about to jump in the cab, you know. You know. You can catch me on the Ave with a blunt in the bag, dumping the tab, just about to jump in the cab, you know. That same shit.
Oh yeah, show is. Jump out, then I'm chumping the tab. Driver look around for something to grab, then I'm busting his ass. Took off avoiding the long arm. Smoked the Tron till it's all gone. Called up the bomb squad. Told them we was making some raw songs. Slapping squares up till they oblong. On guard. My antidote's deeper than a canyon go. Slamming your head into granules. Swifter than a phantom go. Can't stop me, top speed, Mach 3, Cock D. Tame in the drive Maserati. About to hit a shopping spree for drum machines. Pummeling you bumbling underlings who cling to my nutsack. Get the fuck back. Industrial rap to crush you with the succotash. You can't touch my flag. You can't capture the rap scourge. They ass backwards. That's word to the motherland, Africa. Free you all from the government thugging it. You'll never get to pull your embezzlement of my treasure chest. Better settle for less. Nevertheless, Sir D's will be through it. Evil people to burn your cathedral. I do it Thames way. You see a mainstay. You can't get away. We can read your brain waves.
Just catch me on the Ave with a blunt in the bag, dumping the tab, just about to jump in the cab, you know. You know. You can catch me on the Ave with a blunt in the bag, dumping the tab, just about to jump in the cab, you know. It's that same shit.
My conversation, I see you don't know me like that. 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 But these motherfuckers do. Born in Guyana, raised in Brooklyn. Bring that sensational shit. Every time I spit it, I make money off the radar. Phase you with my DJ skills. If you talking some bullshit I don't wanna hear, I'm real in your ear. Every time I appear, quick lesson, I'm about my paper. One man band, I recommend. Spork something, enter my zone. One of a kind, blow your mind. I got that natural shine. Get you know me like that. You don't know me like that. Get you know me like that. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. Get you know me like that. But these motherfuckers do. Like that. Yeah, I rock the spot. Hot it up a lot. All with my shit and I keep it like that. Next level shit when you fucking with me. Raw material, my forte, my flavor taste it. I'm breezy with the bliss, baby, define it. Got your freak down on it. You don't know me like that. 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 These motherfuckers do. Better mothers raise better daughters. They get deep in 3 feet water. Baptize $1 and bring back 100. I came from swerving on you blunted. I groove on the groove, how I do. I'm on for the cause, too hot to touch. I bring the raw deluxe, fuck the airwaves up. Shout out to that famous DJs, hear me be on the cut. Watts on the frenzy, I be about. I came from my get busy route. I got this track in action, my flow priceless, and I got it in the bag. Bag. I see. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. These motherfuckers different.